Okay, why do you support Donald Trump? Why do you support Donald Trump?
Why don't you support him? Is the
Because
question.
he violates the Constitution.
I'm not going to answer your baited question.
That's
why don't you
it's a
support
bait
Donald
question
Trump?
to ask why you support the president. Holy, lock in. Can you
It
define
takes away
imperialism
class.
for me?
Imperialism is theft of land and resources.
Okay, so
Unfair.
how is it the case that the USSR invading, let's say Poland, for example, stealing the land and then taking the resources and centralizing it through state ownership? How is that not imperialism in that case?
You decided to boil that down to something more vague than what it actually was. I'm talking about very specifically for him. It's not the debate strategy, the topic, or anything like that. It is his movements, his speech, the way he I'm not even kidding. This sounds insane, but the way he's actually resting like on his arm in the way exactly like Destiny does. It is all emblematic of Destiny's, like the way he presents
Sure,
himself.
I will learn. I'm sorry, I'll learn to not rest my head on my arm like I am right now, because
that's a straw man.
the new
That's
pro-
one,
it's-
I'm not saying you can't ever rest your arm on it. I'm saying that this is
all
one
of my
part of it.
mannerisms. I can't do it.
Quite frankly, you need to subscribe to Rinnycast.
So I guess I'm just starting with the prompt.
Mhm. Yeah.
Support Trump. So actually, this is a point that was brought up on another live earlier tonight, and I just wanted an opportunity to express why I did originally support Trump. And let me preface it by saying I certainly do not support a lot of the things he's doing right now. So the moment that I decided that I supported the guy was when in 2016, when he went before the UN General Assembly and he said that the future doesn't belong to globalism.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
Why is
do we want to
globalism
expound
bad?
on that?
Why do you think globalism is bad?
I think globalism is bad because it doesn't account for, basic human nature.
What do you mean when you say that?
This can be a dialogue. So yeah, you can ask me questions.
I just want to, like, when you say it doesn't account for human nature, can you expound upon that a little bit?
Yeah, of course. So it is, very true, is it not, that people are different. You go to different places in the world, people are different. They live in different ways. Genetics are real. So, I mean, I just want to check in with you. Do you deny that genetics are real?
No.
Well, I mean, it might sound like a crazy question to ask, but a lot of people these days, globalists specifically, do say that genetics have no factor. Culture has no factor. We're all one human race. You hear that all the time.
Well, those are two different claims. You acknowledge that, right?
What?
That genetics don't exist and that cultural determinism doesn't exist. Those are two separate things.
Well, I'm not making the claim that genetics don't exist.
I don't think anybody
globalists
is.
Claim, huh?
I don't think anybody makes the claim that genetics don't exist.
Well, no. Okay. So they don't say that genetics don't exist, but they say that genetics don't play a determinant factor in human behavior.
I don't think anybody says that either.
They do. That the globalism is predicated upon this ideology.
Just what do you take globalism to mean?
Well, globalism is an ideology that says there should be no, national borders. We should all, excuse the term, but we should race mix to a point where there are no distinctions between different races. I mean, that is what the ideology says, and people believe this, and they try to actuate it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
no,
all of the
that's just so. I can sense we're going down like a billion different rabbit holes here.
Don't get upset. We're just having a dialogue here, okay?
I'm a little upset because of what you're implying here. Okay.
Of course you are.
So let's break this down, right? So
let's break
the
down.
idea of no world borders. I don't think that that's the typical definition of globalism. When we think about globalism, I think we talk about operating in like political strategy and economic strategy across borders, not that necessarily the understanding of like one world government.
the globalist ideology says there should be no politics. There should not be differentiation in ideology whatsoever. It should all be unified under a single unified government, police
No,
force,
I
economic
don't.
system.
I don't think that that's true. What you ask like 90% of globalists if they believe in like one world government. I don't think that that's where globalists want to take us. When I think of globalism, I'm just thinking of like economic collaboration between sovereign countries.
Okay, but isn't that antithetical? Like you just said between
No.
sovereign countries. Globalism advocates the abolition of all sovereignty.
Well, you're just saying this,
Sovereignty
right?
under
I don't think
one.
that's. I don't believe that that is the case.
I mean, okay, but the people who are in power that advocate for globalism, that's what they believe.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely. They are open about it.
Where
This
is
is
the
not-
so? Who is like a prominent globalist who believes that all of the
Well,
world borders should be abolished and that we should have one like military world government?
The first one that comes to mind is Bill Gates.
Bill
I'm
Gates
not
believes
saying
in
that
this?
he's the most prominent.
Where is Bill Gates implicated in this?
What no, I pay attention to what people say. Like I'm not going to give you a link that says Bill Gates is a globalist and this is what he believes. I've been listening to the man for decades.
Well, no, the problem is that Bill Gates doesn't advocate for a big militarized world government. He advocates for economic cooperation because that's what's best for market systems.
Okay, but that is a globalist mindset. So
correct. Well, that's what I'm saying. That is the globalism that I am defending right now, and that sovereign governments should have open economic cooperation with each other. What's your argument against that? Why do you think we shouldn't?
Well, I'm not arguing against that. So did you just hear what you just said?
Do you
sovereign governments?
Sure,
hey,
but
hey,
you're asserting
you're
asserting a
this
definition.
Is supposed to be a dialogue,
you
sir.
are asserting a definition that I do not hold, and I just Googled, and it doesn't seem like there's any consensus on that being the definition of globalism. And I asked you for an example of somebody who holds your definition of globalism, and you didn't give one, right?
One off the tip of my head.
No, you didn't.
Don't get all hostile, man.
Well,
like,
the problem,
no,
this is a real conversation.
Having a dialogue.
I'm sorry. No, your definition of dialogue is just that we jerk off to each other. Like that's not what I'm interested in. I want to have like a real. I want to be able to press you on these ideas.
Who said anything about jerking off, dude?
Who knows? Okay. So my question is.
Okay, go on.
My question is: do you oppose like economic activity, like on a global scale between sovereign countries? Is that something that you oppose?
No, of course not.
Okay, so. That's my understanding of when we refer to globalism, what that entails. But from my understanding, that's all Bill Gates really wants. Where's this idea that in order to be a globalist, you need to support a one world militarized government? Where are you getting this definition from?
Well, first of all, I didn't say anything about a one world militarized government.
You literally did.
No, I did. No, yeah, I did. And that's what they want. I mean, that's what globalism is. That's the end goal. A one world government with one,
where are you getting this definition from? That's what I'm asking.
This is very well documented. This is very much out in the open.
It's not.
So I don't appreciate the gaslighting. Okay. So back to the original point.
Okay. Well, so hold on. Globalism is an ideology favoring increased political, economic, and cultural integration, often promoting top-down policies like free trade and international cooperation
so you're getting your
to manage global affairs. So I'm asking you, what's a counter? Where are you getting this definition that doesn't comply with like the general colloquial definition?
Can we go back to the original point?
No, I want you to answer my question.
No, your prompt says support Trump question.
So you're not going to answer my question?
What is your question, sir?
Where are you getting this definition of globalism? Because the thing that you're saying that Donald Trump pledged himself to commit against is not what he's committing himself against, right?
Well,
unless you're saying that Donald Trump is trying to wage war
totally
on
backstabbed a lot of people.
Okay. So my question, where are you getting this definition of globalism from? That's my question.
I mean that is the definition. I know that Google just gave you a different definition, a very whitewashed, like non-practical definition of the word.
I'm asking you. So you can't just assert something and then when I challenge it, you just say it is, right? Unless this is like one of your core fundamental beliefs.
You're just deferring to Google, man. And now
you're deferring to nothing. You're deferring to nothing.
You're a fucking asshole. You know that? You don't like to have a conversation.
Where are you getting this definition from?
That was very sweet of you.
You just okay.
That is the definition of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were being so sweet prior. Where are you getting this definition from?
That is the definition. I'm sorry, Google told you something that is like a little bit more like easier for you.
What are we doing here? I'm sorry.
He was, oh my god, bro. He was like doing the, I don't know if he was like, hedging the like
Sorry.
hard Nazi beliefs he had. Like,
I don't know.
genetics are real. Riddle, do you understand genetics are real, right? They actually exist.
They just don't even understand like their core philosophy. It's just such simple questions like, where do you get your definition of globalism? Just like completely short circuits all of it.
Yo.
Yo.
Alright, so I assume you're not a Trump supporter.
Absolutely not.
You prefer Kamala?
Yes.
Don't you think Trump handles the border better, immigration, foreign
no.
conflicts? So then why do we have so many illegals coming under her?
We didn't have any illegals coming under her. She was never the president.
Yeah, but she was the vice president, and it's called the Biden-Harris administration.
Okay, that's true. What did you want her to do as vice president?
Get Joe Biden's lazy ass to wake up, take him to the Oval Office, sign an executive order, keep building the wall.
You acknowledge that Joe Biden did actually sign an executive order suspending entry into the southern border, right? You do understand that that's literally something that Joe Biden did do.
I know, but why did he what's it called again? Repeal Remain in Mexico.
He didn't repeal Maine and Mexico. We were using Remain in Mexico all the way up until 2023. The reason that Remain in Mexico didn't stay in place was because it was being done through Title 42. Title 42 was only in place because of the global health emergency because of COVID-19.
No, but Trump had Remain in Mexico before the pandemic.
Yeah, Remain in Mexico prior to the pandemic was probably illegal. That's why.
It was not illegal because we had it.
Okay, well, it certainly was illegal. It takes time for courts to litigate the legality of certain policies. I'm pretty sure that Remain in Mexico did get struck down, right?
Under Biden, yeah, because Biden.
Yeah, judicially under Biden, right? So it's not just that it got struck down under Biden. I said it got ruled unconstitutional under Biden, right? Like,
and then it got put back up, so it was more of his interpretation, and his interpretation was wrong.
Do we currently have Remain in Mexico?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's not true.
Yeah, I don't think. We do not have Remain in Mexico currently.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Can I go check?
Yep.
Yeah, the courts ordered it to be reinstated in 2021 under Biden.
Ordered what to be reinstated?
Remain in Mexico.
On what grounds would a court order something to be reinstated?
I don't know, bro. That's just the AP article I read said.
Okay. Well, the point is that it was ruled in. I'm pretty sure the Supreme Court voided it, right?
I don't know if the Supreme Court. I think
Supreme
it was a
Court
district.
ruling June 2022, Texas v. Biden. The Biden administration moved to end the policy permanently. Despite its end, lower court rulings in 2022 temporarily forced the administration to maintain or reconsider it. The current administration has implemented other measures to restrict asylum. Okay, so yeah, we do not have Remain in Mexico in place right now. So you acknowledge then that Joe Biden had Title 42 in place until 2023. He then signed an executive order to restrict asylum to official ports of entry. That executive order ended up getting struck down in the courts. So then he tried to push for legislation through Congress with congressional Republicans in order to pass a fairly right-leaning bill in order to just like shut down like access into the southern border past a certain amount of encounters. The Republicans wouldn't vote for that or wouldn't pass it because Donald Trump was telling them that he would primary them out of their seats if that happened, if that bill passed, because it's a good election issue.
But
and then,
wouldn't that give the illegal immigrants citizenship?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Oh, well, I haven't heard about Donald Trump telling people not to sign some bill to seal the border.
You didn't? I feel like that was pretty big news coming up to the election.
I didn't hear in the debate.
I'm pretty sure. I'm actually pretty sure that Kamala Harris did literally bring it up during the debate.
Well, what was the bill called that Trump shot down?
The Langford bill is the most colloquial usage of it.
Langford?
Because it was written by James Langford, a Republican. Don't you think that it might be kind of important? Like, did you vote?
19.
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Don't you think all of this would be kind of important to look up before you cast your ballot? Like, did you ever once like try to look for any action that Joe Biden took on the border? Because it really is not hard to find.
Yeah, I did. I just saw that he repealed Title 42, and then I saw like how much illegals came in our country.
Did you see why he? Wait, hold on. Did you see why he repealed Title 42?
Yeah, because he found it inhumane.
No. Try again.
I mean, that's why he did it.
So that tells me that you didn't actually look into any of this, right? So the reason that Title 42 was taken out is because Title 42 was only put in place because of a global health emergency, because of COVID, right? When the global health emergency went away, Joe Biden couldn't use Title 42 anymore because it was the only reason that he had Title 42 was because of the global health emergency. It's an emergency power.
But before the pandemic, didn't Trump have Title 42?
No.
So how do you have remain in Mexico?
Remain in Mexico is a separate policy.
So then how did that get repealed?
It got rescinded.
What do you mean?
The policy itself got rescinded.
What does that mean, rescinded? Like,
it wasn't in place anymore. Remain in Mexico got rescinded. So Remain in Mexico got rescinded. So somebody in chat, thank you, by the way. And thank you guys. So what happened was the courts ruled that Biden had the ability to rescind to Remain in Mexico. So he did, right? Because Remain in Mexico is a really, really bad policy, to be clear.
How's it bad?
Because the amount of people that you like, if somebody arrives at your border and you just send them back to Mexico, they're obviously going to come back because they're right on the border. And the fact that we were putting them in border towns and the cartel was like kidnapping a fuck ton of the people that we were turning away.
No, it just tells them to wait in Mexico while we review your court application.
Okay. So the problem is that when we turn somebody away and send them to Mexico, they're just going to come back to the border. And in those border towns that we were telling them to wait in, the cartel was going through and kidnapping people. Right? So if somebody comes to the border seeking asylum, like some sort of refuge, we just kick them to some border town where they get kidnapped by the cartel. It's not really like a meaningful adherence to asylum rights.
You want us to take refugees in the mass amounts of millions?
In the mass amount of millions? What does that even mean?
Like, you want us to take millions of refugees?
Refugees already have the right to stay here. Donald Trump couldn't deny refugees.
Staying in the U.S. is a right?
The United States upholds refugee rights. Donald Trump upholds refugee rights.
Like, if you're in the U.S., sure, but like, you don't have the right to be here as a refugee. Like, you can't stay.
Okay, listen, I love you, buddy. You just need to go read a little bit more. Josh?
Yep, that would be
Yeah, thank
That
you for
would be
letting
that
Josh
name.
up. Perfect. Good name. What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Just looking at your prompt. How has he been terrible?
I think that he is not a good leader. I think that he's incredibly divisive. I think that he has been basically stomping on your constitutional rights. I think a lot of his policy aims are incredibly misguided. Like
Okay,
I can't think
let's
of
start
many
with
good things that he
constitutional
has
rights.
done.
What constitutional rights?
Yeah, sure. He removed a bunch of the people he tried to deport of their due process rights. He's been allowing ICE to break into people's private property without judicial warrants. It's like the chief
That
evil.
was a SCOTUS ruling on that one, so that's technically constitutional.
There was no SCOTUS ruling on the administrative warrant memo.
Yeah, so the administrative warrants, okay, sure, yeah, it wasn't a SCOTUS ruling, but that is legal under federal law. And what they're doing
No, it's not.
currently is actually legal. And can you name me a constitutional amendment that's illegal
Fourth.
under, and why hasn't it been tried under SCOTUS yet?
The fourth. And because SCOTUS doesn't just take cases like that, it needs to be appealed up.
Yeah, but they took the case of, what was that, habeas corpus?
They took the case of habeas corpus. What does that even mean?
When you said that people were deported without judicial process?
Without due process, yeah.
Okay, so SCOTUS was able to take that case, but they weren't able to take the other case? That doesn't make any sense.
The government tried to appeal a TRO, and that's on more emergency grounds.
Okay, for sure. Do you understand? So
just out of curiosity, what do you think?
So what I'm hearing is that it's not unconstitutional.
What do you think the point of the Fourth Amendment is?
That no feds can enter your occupy your residency, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
so when
for
feds
sure.
are breaking into people's residency,
doesn't have residency in the United States.
So why would you break into
an illegal
if that's the
immigrant
case? Why
doesn't
would
have
ICE
residency in the United
why would
States?
ICE need to? Why would ICE ever need to enter private property then?
Again, an illegal immigrant doesn't have.
That's not the question I'm asking you. Don't you think that whenever feds go into private property, stop talking? I didn't stop. I didn't answer. I didn't ask my question. I didn't answer. I didn't ask my question. I didn't ask my question. Listen, I'm on a tight rope. I just got my soundboard back. You do not want to test me.
You can make the rope tighter, my friend, because you're wrong.
I'm just going to talk over you. I just got my soundboard back. I just got my soundboard back. I am just going to spam sounds over you, buddy. You can keep spreading, buddy. I'm literally just going to play soundboards over you. I need to at least finish the question that I'm asking. I need to at least finish the question that I'm asking. I literally just need to finish the question that I'm asking.
I already did. You just didn't like the answer.
You didn't
Sir, you
finish.
Didn't like the answer.
I said I need to finish the question I'm asking. How did you finish the question I'm asking? Okay, so.
Well, because I've already heard it before.
Why would ICE? Oh my God, slur spamming when you're losing the debate. How sad. Oh my God, pathetic. Do not test me while I just got my soundboard back, big dog. Okay.
I like that. It was a nice little, what was that? Was that a song or something? It mimicked his voice so well.
Okay. Dot hasn't even lost her way yet.
Bro, Jaden Patel 483 said you lost the debate, bro. It's over.
Jaden Patel 483. Oh my God.
Sure.
No, okay.
C-Stab just said you lost the debate, bro.
Just to be clear, the reason that I was spamming the soundboards is because that dude knew he was so cooked on the substance that he couldn't let me finish a single question, okay? Because the point is that he conceded that the point of the Fourth Amendment is to prevent feds from entering private property. What the fuck do you think ICE is doing? Saying illegal immigrants don't get Fourth Amendment rights. Illegal immigrants don't get Fourth Amendment rights. Are they entering private property? Do you need a warrant to enter private property? Okay, bing, bang, boom, we're done. But poor old Josh didn't know anything enough to actually let that conversation go on as it needed to, because he knows that if he was actually to let me explain anything or talk about anything, he would have get absolutely demolished. So he just had to spam. He just had to keep talking over me and then say the R word. So he knows, by the way, this is somebody who is on TikTok. He knows that saying the R word is against TOS. I have to kick you after that.
Thank you, Zim. Oh my God. Thank you. Ah! Oh my God. Oh my God.
God damn.
Holy shit.
Zim breaking out the big bucks. Holy
Zim.
goated.
Thank you.
Holy Totally
I
good.
love you,
Diamonds
Zim.
look like PP. Yellow diamonds look like PP.
Zim is my favorite client.
Okay, hold on. I need a bigger fixed box because I have too many people requesting up. Popular live today. Popular live today. Dude, me with the soundboard is just so I'm sorry, I'm gonna glaze myself. Me with the soundboard is so good, all right? I get it. I get it. Why did you kick him? He was undocumented. He said the R word, bro. You can't say that on TikTok.
Zim, anytime, okay? I'll give you a BJ. Anywhere, anytime, any place. I'll send you my ID.
Ew. I love you, Zim.
I'm too late for the
Crazy.
the riches and fortune. Okay, I'll see you.
Sorry. What a goated comment I just got on YouTube. You're so annoying. Have a horrible night. Thanks, buddy.
That's so mean.
Thanks. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
I love that one. Wait, what was the one where it's like gibber? I don't know. It's like they're just saying a lot of words or sounds. I think Scratch or Cringy you played it last
Gibberating?
night. It's like no, it's like that's a good one.
Oh, it's so fire.
You played it last night. What was it? It was like gibberish.
That one's super fire. Oh my god, Law of the Wind is in here. Wait, hold on. This dude is goated. By the way, super goated. I love you. Okay, I see you all around these TikTok panels. Super goated, by the way. Sorry, I would have trust that I would have super knowledge got that guy if he was letting me talk, okay? We usually don't just spam soundboard people. Soundboard sounds over people. I'm a fierce, energetic executive today, though, because I just got my soundboard back.
Oh, I know Law of the Wild.
Oh, did I say wind? I meant wild.
No, you're fine.
I love you,
No, I
Law
think
of
you
the
said wild. Yeah. Oh, right. He's a public defender, right?
Potentially.
Give me a job. I need a job, please.
You were cooked, period, and kicked him.
Blaze myself.
Just to be clear, wait, no, before you glaze yourself, I just want to be clear. This person that said I got cooked, was I cooked when he said that he asked my question for me, or was the point that I got cooked, or? And you're not going to be able to glaze yourself because there's a new guest. By the way, Dot, I'm so sorry. The rules are, all right, we got one debater, okay? And it's me. I love you.
I understand that. I'll be mute.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What is up? Rainy day for ice. I have a feeling that this actually may be somebody that agrees with us. What's up?
Quite the opposite, but hello.
Oh, no. Okay, I don't like people that don't disagree with it. Okay, what's up, buddy? What do you want to talk about?
I mean, look, I just love a man who makes the trains run on time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably concerned you the fact that the Department of Government Efficiency was such a resounding failure and that he gutted our IRS to where tax compliance is probably going to go down. That's probably not good then, right?
I know, but the trains in my town are running on time.
Making trains run
on time, and the Browns are getting
right?
deported, so it seems kind of base to me.
Yeah, we're just doing the white nationalist stuff. Do you actually want to like defend your ideals, or do you
We're
want
just
to
doing the white
away?
nationalist stuff? You sound like a fucking faggot, you little nigga.
Oh my
We're doing
God.
the white
That sounded.
Bro can't defend anything. Wait, hold on. What's the?
Bro, you should have kicked him immediately. What he said.
That was good.
Time. Oh my gosh.
That sounded like so unnatural.
Listen, I'm willing to defend. I'm willing. Like, listen, if you're a white nationalist, I will defend my ideas against yours because that is how dog shit your ideals are. But the reason that all these people just come up and spam slurs, it's because they know they will get knowledge gapped by the great Rinnycast. Holy. How many substantive debates have we had? How many substantive debates have we had, Scratch? One? And it was some guy that didn't know what Title 42 was? One guy?
That wasn't substantive even. No, that wasn't substantive.
Because he was trying. He was trying, and I respect that. But he just didn't read anything about anything, right?
That's all Trump supporters.
Yeah, but it was special.
It was special.
Yeah, it was a special kind.
He was
We are
shy.
not white nationalists. Listen, if you're not a white nationalist, I encourage you to come and debate because it seems like the only people who has the stones to even talk to me are people that either agree with me or are white nationalists. So
I think you attract them.
I swear. Well, no, because
No,
like
real
that's what those are the only
attracts
people
me.
that can actually talk about anything. But
Liam, please cry. Dude,
hold on,
Liam's
where's the
mad because
cry
I cooked
button?
him on my panel today.
Is there a
That's
crying
why,
button?
That's why Liam's mad.
Is there a crying button on here? No, there's not. God damn it.
Okay, well, Real, I enjoy my time with you.
So do you guys
Leave
are you
now.
guys
I'm
on
just
the
gonna watch
crowd
some
of like
comments.
everyone deserves respect in society?
No.
Good. No one should be on that side. Fuck all those people.
Yeah, I agree. What do you want to talk about, buddy?
No, I just like that cult has to lose. It's like my family. Like no, they gotta lose, bro.
Okay. Do you support Donald Trump?
Something like that.
Do you want to talk about it?
Well, I mean, I exist in America and contribute to the American industry.
Okay. Congrats. So do I.
Yeah, don't we? Like sometimes you just gotta like zoom out and be like, wow, I work for.
All right. Well, have fun.
America.
Have fun zooming out, big dog. Okay. What are we doing?
I know. You try, guys.
Round of applause for that guy.
Literally.
Randy
Just
says,
zoom
"Love
out,
you,
that's it.
Rinnycast." Love you. I love you more, Randy.
Ryan, you just have to zoom out.
I do. We just have to zoom way out.
Just way out. Because we all contribute.
The fog is corny. What does that mean? What's up, Chris? They beg for op and then boot opposing views. That guy wasn't saying anything. Zooming out doesn't do anything for me. I'm looking for content, big dog. I'm looking for political discussion. I don't need to zoom out. I don't need to work for American industry, big dog. What is up, Chris?
What's up?
What's up? What do you want to talk about, buddy?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out your name. What is that?
Rinnycast.
What's your TikTok name?
Rinnycast.
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 All right.
All right.
So, how has Donald Trump been terrible in your life?
I think that Donald Trump disrespects the founding principles of the country, and I'm a big patriot. I love this country, and I think Donald Trump hates this country. I think that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I agree. So what have you done to, what have you done for your country, quote unquote?
Paid
if
taxes,
you believe in this country so much.
Paid taxes, voted, tried to inform the voter base.
Okay, so how is Donald Trump terrible?
Been violating the Constitution a fuck ton. He has really bad policy aims. He's incredibly divisive. He hates Democrats. He incites political violence. Can go on a lot of stuff. His policy aims are really stupid. He's stupid. He's anti-intellectual. His cabinet picks are terrible.
Is that all?
I could go on for days, buddy. I'm not going to be able to finish. What's up? Do you disagree with any of this?
So yeah, no. So from what you said, so if you had to pick today between Trump and let's say Joe Biden, who would you pick?
It would be Joe Biden every day and twice on Sunday. And then I'd be arrested for the second vote on Sunday because that's voter fraud.
Oh man, I think you're just like picking the op. I think you're just like trying to like gain views on the op, which is just like everybody else.
Trying to gain
you're
views
just like
on the
everybody
op.
else on TikTok, dude.
What does that mean? What does it mean to gain views on the op?
Your stance is a little late, buddy. Trying to get everybody on the op, why does everybody hate Donald Trump? Well, because that's the op.
Oh, okay.
He's doing everything. Okay,
Well, to answer your question, I would vote for Joe Biden because he respects the American way. He's a patriot. He passed a lot of good legislation.
I can tell by your voice you haven't picked up a shovel in your life. I can tell by your voice that you really want. I can tell by your voice that you really want to see your kids, but your ex-wife won't allow you. Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Damn.
Yeah, but
like, what are
That
we
was
doing?
good.
What are we doing? Okay.
Randy, you should really pick up a shovel and zoom out.
Girl, you just need to zoom out, pick up a shovel, not be an op.
Oh my god, your debates suck.
I know.
These are like bottom of the barrel. Oh my god. I was just kind of trolling on like MAGA lives earlier and like this is bad.
Listen, that's what happens when you get high viewership, okay? There's a price, all right? I'll get one good debate every live stream with like 5 viewers, or I'll get 40 viewers and I'll get a bunch of slop. What is up, Dwalk?
I'm just joining. I'm just enjoying the conversation.
Oh, it's a hard conversation to enjoy. I'm joking. Okay, I love you. All right, you seem like a very
Why
sweet
do you
person.
keep scaring away the viewers?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very energetic with the fact that TikTok Studio works. I'm gonna be such a fiend.
Okay, just don't scare away the viewers, bro.
I'm scaring away. I have to. We've only dipped 5 viewers, bro. Lock in. That's all right.
I feel like you should have like a lighter background. You kind of look edgy.
I am edgy. You don't get brooding vibes from me.
A little bit, but
This
you
is
know,
dark
maybe you'll get
woke.
more viewers.
This is dark woke. Hold on. The most I can do is I can probably turn up the intensity of my blue light.
Oh yeah, that looks better.
Bones is requesting up. It's all my friends and Chris. All right, we'll let Chris up one more time. Hey, okay. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Why do you support Donald Trump?
I have supported Donald Trump for the last 2 elections. Why do you oppose Donald Trump?
I think I already told you. Do you disagree with any of the reasons I gave you?
You hung up on me.
I hung up on you because you just reverted to like weird personal insults, right? I want to talk about policy, but it seems like that's a really, really hard thing for MAGA to do.
Well, when you say MAGA, you know, like again,
Yeah,
how
like
many
Trump
times have
supporters.
you voted? Yeah, again, who did you vote for the last 2 elections?
I voted 8 times for Joe Biden.
Okay, that's impossible.
Okay, why do you support Donald Trump? Why do you support Donald Trump?
Why don't you support him? Is the
Because he
question.
violates the Constitution.
I'm not going to answer your baited question.
That's
Why don't you
it's a
support
bait
Donald
question
Trump?
to ask why you support the president. Holy, lock in. I don't support Donald Trump because he violates the Constitution and because he's a bad leader and because his policies are bad.
Back up, dude. Okay,
I'm
so
ready.
he violates the Constitution. How?
Yep. By robbing people of their due process rights, by allowing ICE to break into private property without a judicial warrant, by trying to steal the last election. That's pretty fucking crazy. By pardoning all of his insurrectionists, by even being in office because he is an insurrectionist. Where do we want to take it? Where do we want to take it?
What else? What else you got? Is that it?
Oh boy, we got a lot. The fact that he wants to remove the ability to fund the government from the Congress. The fact that hold on,
what
let's
part
see.
of Congress? What part of Congress, guy? What part of Congress
agrees
does he
on
not want to fund?
Congress agrees on a budget. Congress agrees on the budget. He was attacking the allotted
what
funding.
Part of Congress does he not want to fund, guy?
You don't. The
Since you're so
president
smart,
doesn't
look it
fund
up.
Congress.
Look it up. Look it up.
Do you think the president funds Congress?
He approves it.
Okay.
What?
Like he signs off on the reconciliation bills. Yeah, sure. I'm saying that he was trying to prevent congressionally allotted funds from going where it was determined to go.
Which was where?
Like you
I
say
don't
it?
understand what you're talking about. You keep.
I believe
that's why
you
wanted to
don't
click
understand
in.
what we're talking about.
Okay, well, listen,
I
you
was
only
one step
got
ahead of you on there,
2,000
buddy.
People listening, you're not getting that many views, buddy. Like,
True.
just tell me what you're trying to say.
That's 2,000 more than you do.
Budget? Sorry.
That's okay. So do you disagree? Like any of
How
the
many
constitutional
presidents
vivoted
have
I've
you
made,
voted
do I've voted
How
for
many
all of them. All
presidents
right,
have you voted for in your
I'm
lifetime?
2,000 years old. I voted for every president. Okay, so do you disagree with any of the
that's
constitutional
irrelevant.
violations I've laid out? I agree that it's irrelevant. I don't know why the fuck you're bringing it up. Do you
How
agree
many presidents
with?
have you voted for?
Do you agree with any of the constitutional violations that I brought up? Do you think that any of those were not constitutional violations?
I didn't hear him.
Oh,
Can you tell me again?
no. Okay. Turn your hearing aids on, big dog.
Holy shit. That man was definitely not locked in. Holy cow.
Yeah,
That was hard to watch, I'm sorry.
we lost our way. I'm so sorry. Okay.
I couldn't help myself but interrupt. I was like,
I
what
think
are we
that
talking
man-
about?
It's okay.
I think that man was geographically lost. Like, holy fuck.
I think so. He might have been like lost in the jungle because of how much he lost
He
his
might
way.
actually think he's in Venezuela right now.
What's up, Michael's crap music? That's not very nice of you to call your music that. What's up, big dog?
Nothing much. How about you?
Just looking for some debates.
I got you. Okay. You know, you have a tight little man pussy.
True, I do. This is true. I don't know how you know about that. What's up?
Has a harem confirmed.
Hey,
What's up?
hello,
Hey,
hello. How are
Custom
you?
Jewels. What's up? How's it going?
Hi, how are you? Hi, cringy liberal.
Hi,
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this guy. This guy's stupid. This guy's so
No,
stupid. Oh my!
I debated him on his
That's so
stream,
rude.
and I know he's incredibly rude. I debunked him, and then he
I'm
kicked me
sorry.
out the
Yeah,
live.
Cringy's a real asshole. Okay. Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, I do. I'm 26, and I voted for him last election.
Amazing. Okay, why do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Okay, so just if you're gonna bring up the Epstein files and all that, I mean, I think
I'm not going to bring up the Epstein files. I want to ask why you
okay,
voted for
perfect.
Donald Trump. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I voted for him because he's benefiting America more than harm, and I can give you a lot of examples for that.
Sure. Yeah. Why do you believe that he's
Yeah, I
done
mean his
more benefit than
economic
harm?
policies, right? His economic policies, our economic, inflation is going down.
What? That's not a policy. What policies from Donald Trump do you
No,
like?
due to his policies, yeah,
What? Like what?
and his reinforcement of the border too. I just want to throw that out there.
What policy do you like from Donald Trump?
His economic policies,
Like what?
the main one.
Oh, okay. Bro, why have we lost our way so hard this live? I don't know. I don't even know. Like the are we serious? The main one? Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Through the storm, through the wind.
Gino, what's up? How's it going?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hey. What's up?
Hi.
Hi. You support Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because I think reinforcing the borders is really good.
When you say reinforcing the border, what do you mean?
Like this is what ICE has been doing. I think it's like if you ignore all the bad things they do, it's pretty good, you know.
Even the bad things they do are pretty good.
Yeah, all true.
Is that
all
is
the
that
things
right?
they ought not do? They ought to.
Stop.
Yeah, true.
Stop. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good.
Why do you support the ICE raids?
Well, because we need to get these illegals out of our country.
Okay. Can you spell illegal for me real quick? I just want to make sure.
E. L.
I don't. Okay. I don't know what we're.
No, I'm kidding.
Just, what are we doing, man?
I don't know. Like, if he spelled it fully, like, you would have been lost. Okay, you would have fucking lost.
That's true. If he did spell it right, I would have been fucked. What is up, L Predictor? How's it going, buddy?
I'm good, man. What's popping with you?
I'm slowly losing my mind at the quality of these TikTok because they've been so good. These debates have been so good and intellectually stimulating. Do you support Donald Trump?
I'm about to give you another one right now.
Perfect. I just love these debates so much. Do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah, not everything, but yeah, I support him.
Do you want to give your reason why you support him, or do you want me to give my reason as to why I don't?
I'll go first if you want. I voted for him because I think he was gonna fix the corrupt immigration system, and also peace in the Middle East.
Okay, so
And
when you say he was going to fix the corrupt immigration system, how do you think he was going to do that?
Well, it took a while. I thought he was gonna fail on it. Was calling him out when he was failing.
Well, like
What I mean by that,
what fixes
what I
did you
mean by
want?
that is, well, basically as a Latino voter, I don't want us to be targeted, or I don't want it to be underwhelmingly for us. This system,
Yeah.
especially with ICE, or for example, when people do it the right way, I
Mhm.
want the second minority Latinos to get the most paperwork, if that's the case, but it's not.
Okay, that didn't answer my question. So what
Yeah,
fixes do you want to the immigration system?
yeah, I want fixes on paperwork. For example, like I just said, Latinos are the second minority in this country, but they're not the ones getting the right paperwork legally. I can say it slower
What
if
did
you
you
want.
want? What did you want to do to make more people document it? All right.
By encouraging doing it the right way, especially towards Latinos.
Okay, so here's my question. When ICE is stationed outside of immigration courts, do you think that encourages people to go about it the right way, or do you think that makes it so people don't want to go to their immigration court hearing?
No, that discourages it for sure.
Okay, so that kind of sounds like Donald Trump isn't
Why?
encouraging people to do it the right way, right? Or like when you're seeing people get their student visas
He took
revoked for
accountability with
political
that.
speech. No, they didn't. They're still doing
He
it.
took
They're still doing it.
no.
So
He
it's
got
here.
rid of 900 ICE agents, and also Operation Minnesota is. I know they're still there, but we all
They
know
s-
what Operation Minnesota. It's shut down now, just like
they
Operation
they
Charlotte's Web.
100% do still station outside of courthouses. So just out of curiosity, when you're here on a student visa
Sure.
and people see the student visas being revoked because of political speech, do you think that encourages people to come here legally?
No, not at all.
Okay. So when Donald Trump puts like a $500 fee in front of asylum seeking rights, do you think that encourages poor people to seek asylum?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Putting a
asylum seekers are.
$500 fee in front of it is going to make it so more people want to seek asylum?
Yeah, absolutely. Because those asylum seekers are probably spending more on private networks, or for example, for Latinos, they're spending more on a coyote instead of asylum, which is unfortunate.
Okay, so even in this world where they're paying more on paying more for peyote instead of asylum, that means they're not going to pay
What
for
do you think is
asylum,
more
right? They're just
expensive?
going to
And that's what
come.
you think. What
Well,
do
in
you,
that
do
case,
you,
they're
how
just
much
going
do
to
you think
come
a coyote
illegally,
costs?
right? They're just going to come
Well,
illegally in
no,
that case, then, right?
how much? No, how much do you think a coyote costs?
I'm not a peyote connoisseur.
Well, you should be educated if you're going to speak on immigration topics, especially about the second minority,
I'm sorry.
Latinos.
When I look
And
into immigration,
you know we
yeah,
got
my
the power
immigration
for the next
priorities were
election.
way off. I was looking into like policy and constitutionality and like immigration patterns. I should have been looking at the price of peyote. My bad guy. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because if you're going to bring up, well, yeah, if you're going to bring up the price of asylum, maybe consider, why are people not paying a asylum? Why are people risking their lives instead of just saving up and paying
Wait,
it? Why are
what?
people saving up and instead paying a coyote or a trafficker instead? Because a trafficker is actually more expensive than an asylum process or an application for any type of visa.
You think a coyote
You
is
can
more
look, you
expensive
can,
than
you
asylum? You understand that
absolutely
seeking
look it up. You
asylum was
fact check me.
free. You can
Fact check
you
me right now.
understand
You
that
didn't even know.
you understand that seeking
You just admitted you didn't even
understand
know.
that seeking asylum was free prior to Donald Trump, right? So putting a paywall in front of doing that is going to make people want to seek asylum less, right? Because if you raise the price of doing a thing, less people are going to do that thing, right?
Only for asylum seekers. Yeah, I agree with you. That should be free.
Right. So when Donald Trump put a $500 fee in front of it, that makes people less likely to go through the asylum seeking process, right?
No, no, not at all. There's more integrity, if anything.
Can you name me
You
one
seem
thing
stressed.
where no, it's just like incredibly, like I can't believe that somebody is actually putting the bullet on this. Can you name me one thing where making it
Not
more
really.
expensive?
You'll be speechless.
So like, let's say that I put a $20
Like Biden
fee.
deported more people
Let's
than
say
Trump right now.
let's say I put a $20 fee in front of going to the grocery store, like entering the grocery store. Do you think more people are going to go to the grocery store or less?
And it's higher quality inside the grocery store, or is it just fat American food?
It's the same exact grocery store in the same way that, well, no, let's say it's a worse grocery store,
Well,
right?
there's
Because
di- there's
America is
different
certainly a
there's
worse
different
place for
qualities.
immigrants now, right?
Well, no, there's different types
No.
of grocery stores and different. Yes, there is. Trader Joe's is not the same price as Aldi's, is it?
Right, I'm saying for the same grocery store, you put a $20 fee in
You
front of
think you're
entering
so
the grocery
smart, but you
store.
sound stupid as fuck. I'm not even joking.
Yeah?
Yeah, I swear to you.
And you are, just to be clear, you are the person that says if you increase the price of doing a thing, more people are going to want to do it.
Yeah, because people pay for quantity, not quality, right? That's why Latinos didn't start that border prices. Who started that CB1 app?
What
What
are
were
we
the
doing?
nationalities? I know you don't want to talk
True.
about
And
her.
what did the CBP1 app do?
I can't do it. I can't. Like, what are we, like, it's just so unserious. What are we even doing? Oh my God.
I don't know. I think this just convinces me that Trump supporters are pretty unserious. I don't think they seriously hold their
No.
positions.
I'm gonna be honest, Reels. I liked
Yeah.
you when you were like a 10 viewer Andy, bro. This
It's pretty. No, it's really good. These are really intellectually stimulated conversations, right?
yeah, these debates have been super fruitful so far, bro. I love these debates.
I love how productive and informative they've been.
Yep, they're perfect because they haven't gone past 5 minutes, so they're perfect for my
Exactly,
TikTok
nice and bite-sized.
Start. Yeah.
My man stun-locked him. I mean, it has in the same way I was going up to debate somebody and they're like ripping your skull out of your body would probably stun-lock me, but I suppose I was kind of stun-locked. By the way, Frank, thank you for the gifts. I love you so much, and I also love money.
Yellow
So.
diamonds look like PP.
Word up to you, buddy. I love you. Okay. Oh, Chris is back. Chris, why do you support Donald Trump?
A lot of ways. Why are you trying to be like
A lot of ways.
these other guys?
I said, why do you support Donald Trump?
Well, let's get back onto what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, he disconnected. What's up,
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
What's up, dude?
What's up,
Hi.
dude?
Hey, man.
Hey, whoa, hi.
Whoa. All right.
Your $20
Wow.
fee example is stupid. By the way, what I was illustrating is when you have a thing that people do, and then you put a price tag in front of that thing, necessarily less people are going to do that, right?
Bro, but didn't you know coyotes cost a lot of money too?
Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
didn't you know that?
By the way, this is a total Rinnycast tracking error, by the way. I thought he said peyote. That was just totally my bad. He said
Yeah, that was also
coyotes.
grating. That was a little grating. I was like, oof. No, that was really, I don't even know, because you asked him the question like, hey, can you name me like one other thing to where if you like increase the price of entry to that thing, you're going to get more traction? And he just was never able to do it.
Wow, strange.
Yeah, it's almost like that doesn't ever happen.
Surely there's so many examples. He was just flipping through the phone
Right.
book of all of the examples. What's up, Freedom?
Yeah, he
How's it
wanted to
going,
find
buddy?
the best one of millions.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Hi, could I just have like 10 seconds to speak?
Sure.
I'm W from England, from motherland, and I'm so jealous of you got Trump, like you've got the best of both worlds, you've got everything. You've got everything.
How many drinks deep
The
are
lot
you
of-
tonight, buddy?
Excuse me, so I speak. We're all jealous of it.
I think he went to the pub and had a two lagers.
I will say, well, he was talking about how he was
Two
jealous.
lagers.
I am jealous.
That was
I
a
am
proper
jealous.
British bloke right there.
Dude, I'll tell you, I'm jealous of the ability for people who are under the age of 21 to just go into the town and just get fucked up at any time that they want in England, dude. Like they could just, oh my god, like they could go to any pub, they can get fucked up, and then you can join like a TikTok live. You can join an American TikTok live, and you can just say shit. I'm jealous of that. Yeah.
By the way, I think part of the reason why this is such like a rowdy live is because there's so many people up here. It's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm just feeding off of the crowd at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being a little dubious. I'm being kind of I'm being a little bit of a scallywag.
You're doing like showmanship right now. You're like a jester, I guess.
I'm a little
Bro,
bit of a
that
jester.
smiley face-
action right now.
I'm
That
active.
smiley face is such bait.
I'm active. I'm spirited. I'm animated. I'm frisky. I'm zealous. I'm sparky, and I'm zippy, and I'm full of beans.
What?
What?
Somebody give me a true, please.
True.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Run.
Thank you. Don't think you're actually out debating. These people are you.
Nice.
True
You
that.
wouldn't be set without England. Freedom. I think you're having a stroke. Like genuinely, I think you need to go to the hospital. Okay, use the NHS.
True.
And go to the fucking hospital and get yourself checked out, please. For our
LMAO.
sake.
You have
And
a
yours
band
as well.
shirt somewhere. That is super true. That I don't know if that's an own though. I feel like 90% of people do.
Do what? 90% of people have what?
Have a band shirt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess I have a Weezer shirt.
You would.
What's wrong with Weezer?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Dripnosh just would.
I would. I like some Weezer songs.
Yeah, Dripnosh looks just like Buddy Holly.
We're gonna hit a quick restart. And we are also going to only have one person up. I love you guys. Okay, I truly do. But
Okay, well, I'm
I gotta do homework anyways. I didn't even want to be up there.
I'm
I'm
just gonna go
prepping. I'm debate prepping. So
wow. Hey, what's up, Isaiah?
Hello.
Hello.
So I thought it was kind of interesting when you said the push for integration. When have there been a push for integration since, I would like to say, all the way back in 1940s, 50s?
Forever. I mean, there's some assumption. There's some assumption that
these
immigrants
people are coming in and integrating.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
So why do you believe that they're integrating? And how can you back up any data that shows that they're actually integrating and not sending money back to America or to their home country of origin? Could you go and say that they're maybe learning English? Could you go and possibly explain how any of that is related to them actually integrating? Not only that, but can you talk about, we could talk about Michigan and how they have no-go areas. Are you familiar with those?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of integration into American culture, the thing that I'm concerned about is adhering to that actual American culture. I'm not interested if people adhere to loving hot dogs or whatever. I think that people are incredibly concerned with democracy, with freedom, with due process rights, with right to property, with democracy, like those kind of values.
So there's not a democracy in Mexico.
I'm saying that the important values that America upholds are those values, and the people coming here, that's the kind of American culture I'm interested in them adhering to.
So your culture, you believe the American culture is basically a democratic culture, something like Rome or Italy,
a liberal culture. Yeah, sure.
So
culture
like Rome or Italy, which Rome or Italy was back when they actually fell apart.
I don't know if I would compare the current day United States to Rome. I think that Rome was probably like a pretty more, because I think it's probably like, I think that Rome was probably a way more primitive version. I just haven't seen like any sort of country that even rivals the United States right now. I think the United States is like pretty easily the best sort of country. If you want to propose like any proposed changes to the United States system, you can.
Absolutely. And that's the difference between a lot of systems out there. But the reason why I specifically said Rome, and this must be a blind spot of yours, but you do understand the policies that were pushed in Rome were the pro-transgender, a lot of this left-leaning talking points now that they're talking about taxing more, doing stuff like that, holding people accountable, that they don't actually do, right? And not only that, but they had... they believed in lifelong politicians, which I think you would be against that, right?
Lifelong politicians? Yeah, probably against that.
So people that are like, been in there for 30, 40 years, whatever, even hell, even 8, I would say that's too much.
Yeah, I'm kind of failing to see the point that you're getting at here.
So when you talk about the cultures and you're talking about the American culture, the American ideal is they're not actually integrating with their American culture, meaning they're not learning our languages.
Can you show me any substantiation of that?
Yeah, sure. We could go to Dearborn, Michigan, where they have no-go areas, which is, if you know about it, you said that you did. Do you know what a no-go area is?
I assume that's just an area where normal people don't go.
Okay, so you don't. A no-go area is a place where the cops won't even go because a lot of the culture in that area already governs themselves. So what you see is something over in the UK that this originally came from, and this has come
I'm sorry,
from
are we
the
doing like
Muslim.
any sort of dynamic engagement here, or are we just up here to monologue?
No. It's just facts, and I'm sorry that it hurts your feelings or anything like that.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Here's the facts: is that this fucking LARPing about some sort of immigration moratorium is fucking idiotic.
No. It's very simple.
It's idiotic. It's idiotic. It's idiotic. It's idiotic. No, it's incredibly idiotic. And I understand that you came up here. I understand that you came up here. I understand that you came up here to monologue. I understand that you came up here to monologue. I understand that you came up here to monologue. A civil dialogue is not when somebody talks for 30 minutes and the other person gets 3. Like, notice that I was trying to respond to you, and you cut me off in the middle.
And then I gave you
cut me
the
off in the
answer.
middle. No, I didn't ask you a question. I was making a
Yes, you
statement.
did. You said
I was
you
making a
don't have
statement.
no
I
idea
was
what
making
a
a statement.
no-go area is, and I was
That's not a
explaining it
question,
to you
big dog.
slowly.
That's not a question. I hope you know that. That's not a question.
Are you upset? Why are you
sorry.
upset? I'm trying to help you.
I'm not upset. I just want to be able to talk on my own live. I just want to be able to talk on my own live.
Sure. Well, when you talk about the integration, I talked about the integration, right?
Can I talk?
It's funny.
Can I
you
talk?
don't understand.
I agree. It's really funny that all these people want to come up and monologue on my live and not let me talk.
Don't spurg out.
The funny thing is, the only person that's running away is the person that's not letting me respond to any of the points that we're making.
Sir, you're spurging. And
if you want to keep saying it, maybe it'll come true.
Everything. You can't.
You haven't let me respond to a single thing. You haven't let me respond to anything. I was supposed to prove you wrong.
I gave you Dearborn, Michigan.
I hope you know that this incessant sound is just going to keep playing until you let me talk, buddy. It's my live.
You can't handle the fact that
I can't handle not being able to respond to points. I would just like to be able to respond to your point. I would just like to be able to respond. I would just like to be able to respond to your point. I would just prefer to be able to respond to the point that you made. Are you afraid to let me respond to the point that you made?
Go on.
Okay. So I don't know how any of this is substantiating mass deportations. That's the problem, right? When we talk about American culture, the problem is that all of these immigration... Oh my God, we're still talking. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Okay. So the problem is that all of these people...
Or ma'am, whatever one you prefer.
Dude, self-control was taught in like first grade, buddy. I don't know why we're lacking this ability.
So is
dude, lock in. I'm just going to keep playing the sound if you keep talking over me, big dog. This is not a civic dialogue, by the way. This is not a civic dialogue.
Calm down, Beta. It's okay.
Can I respond to the point that you're making, or are you too scared to let me
Sure.
respond?
No, I'm not. Definitely not after you don't know where the no-go area is.
Everything that you say. So
Look at you losing your mind. This is what mental illness looks like. Go ahead.
So, I'm sorry. Is mental illness not letting anybody respond to anything that's ever been said? Is that kind of...
No, it's the head movements. It's the way that you're acting. And it's everything that you're presenting about yourself right now.
Okay, so can I respond to your point, or do you want to just keep talking over me? Because you know that if I do respond to your point, it's going to cook you.
You're allowed. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're allowed.
So the idea is that these immigrants assimilate more to American culture than any of the fucking Republican... Okay, are we going to keep talking over me?
I didn't overtalk you. I'm just holding you accountable for what you're talking about.
So I was done with that statement. You think my whole statement was these people integrate more than? Do you think that's a full complete statement?
Republicans? Yeah, that was your whole statement.
Republicans was my whole statement?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Was it?
Go ahead.
Okay,
sure.
Yeah, you're right. Republicans. Respond to that.
Okay, so if we're going to talk about integration, they're not actually assimilating because they surround themselves in the
I never said anything about integration. My whole statement was Republicans.
Holy shit,
respond
now
to
we're
it.
going to switch it up. This is what we call
my whole statement was Republicans. Can you respond to that?
Republicans are not the ones that are not integrating.
That's not what I said.
With
Wait, hold on.
American culture.
I just said Republican.
Oh, I know. It's.
Do you understand? Do you understand how frustrating it is when I can't even get out a claim that you cut me off and think my whole entire claim was Republicans?
Your whole entire claim
what are we
was
saying?
Based off of integration, that they're actually integrating more than we've seen any kind of Republican do or accept in
because these people have some sort of value for civic integration. Donald Trump tried to steal the last election, right? So
excuse me, right?
I'm sorry.
So when we talk about
I'm sorry. You kept talking over me. Okay, yeah, sorry. I don't even know why I went that. Go on, right? I cannot engage with somebody who is bringing up counter arguments and won't let me respond to them, right? So the point that I was trying to make is that these immigrant populations clearly assimilate more into what is valuable in American culture than any of the Republicans do, right? Because all of the values that I laid out, like value for property, like value for freedom of speech, like value of due process, like democracy, all of those are being robbed by the Republican Party, okay? Not immigrant populations, the Republican Party. So the idea is that these people do more or less integrate into American culture. They have been since the 60s, right? There's a reason why the Irish, who are thought to be like super crazy people who, you know, aren't assimilating into the culture, that are subject to the Pope in Rome, all of these people are anti-Americans because they're Catholics, right? Like all of these people are just understood to be Americans now, right? Because the fact of the matter is immigrant populations do particularly well assimilate into American culture. Right. And the idea is that the Republican Party is much less good at doing that than these immigrant populations are. But the reason that he wasn't letting me say any of that is because he couldn't respond to any of that. So he kept trying to rail me down on whether or not immigrant populations speak English. Let's lock in. Oh boy, this is going to be really good. My God. Let's go. My goat. How's it going, buddy?
Hello.
Hi.
It's not been terrible.
Yeah, it's been terrible. What's the argument for that?
Well, more babies are alive because of people he's put into positions and policies he's put forward. So that's good.
I'm sure Donald Trump loves keeping babies alive, all right? What he does after it.
I don't know what he likes, but his policies
do you
have
like any of
helped.
what policy has Donald Trump done?
People he's put into position, first of all, in the Supreme Court.
Like who?
Voted to Amy Coney Barrett, for one, and they voted to overturn Roe v. Wade. So
okay,
that's a W.
That happened
That's
in
a
his
big
first.
win.
That happened in his first term, right?
Yeah, but you said Donald Trump has been terrible.
Why did you elect him for the second term?
This is one of the reasons. I mean, he doesn't
You
want to
elected him
bring Roe v. Wade
because Roe v. Wade was overturned in his first term. Why would you elect him for the second term? For
because
that?
of him. Yeah, he's largely.
Why would you elect him for the second term because of that?
Okay, man. I'm saying that this is one of the things I support about him. So yes, I'm going to vote for him again.
Why would you vote the second time if he already did it?
Because the other side wants to reinstitute Roe v. Wade. So I don't want to do that. I don't want the other side to elect and appoint justices that are going to overturn the decision that was already made.
You acknowledge that you only get a certain amount of Supreme Court justices. I don't even think that if Kamala Harris were to have gotten a Supreme Court pick, they couldn't have reinstated Roe v. Wade, right? You also acknowledge that you can't, like, that's probably illegal to codify because that's a states' right issue, right?
Perhaps she wouldn't have been able to overturn it in her first term, but she would have gotten the ball rolling. She would have put the momentum forward to reinstitute Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
So I don't want that.
Nothing?
That's the point. I don't want to bring back Roe v. Wade.
Do you care about people who have, like, been born already?
Okay, you're gonna deflect already? Do you understand why I support Trump?
No, because you already
reason?
you already acknowledged that Donald Trump couldn't have done fuck all about Roe v. Wade because it already got overturned, and Kamala Harris couldn't have done fuck all about Roe v. Wade because it already got overturned. So we don't even have to have this conversation. This doesn't justify your vote for the second term, buddy. Why did you vote for Donald Trump?
Why did it get overturned? Because of him.
He already did it. He wasn't going to be able to overturn Roe v. Wade again, RC.
No, I'm not saying he would, but
I understand you just want to rail this into an ethics conversation. You acknowledge that Donald Trump couldn't do fuck all because it already got overwritten. You acknowledge that Kamala Harris couldn't have done fuck all because it would have been illegal, and that a single Supreme Court pick probably wouldn't have reinstated Roe v. Wade. So why did you elect Donald Trump the second time?
Man, really, you guys are insufferable. Honestly,
I agree, because you can't even justify why you voted for Donald Trump. I agree, because you can't even justify why you voted for Donald Trump.
There's many reasons why I support him. I don't want a country.
Why did you vote for him?
I don't want a country that is filled with people that think that a male can be a woman, that can chop their penis off and call themselves a woman. I don't want that. I want some semblance of common sense.
Thinking about trans people.
I want some semblance of common sense, and I don't want a country run by a woman. First of all, I don't. Okay. I want it to be run by a man.
What's the argument for that?
Well, they have a period once a week, every month, until they reach menopause, and that's going to affect their decision making.
Okay, you think Donald Trump is a solid decision maker?
He's a man, so biologically, yes.
Is the stupidest man a better decision maker than the smartest woman?
Oh, she's the smartest woman?
That's a yes or no question, by the way.
No, I take him over 20 drunk female PhDs.
That was not the question that I asked you.
Well, they could be as the smartest woman.
Is the
I'm
smartest
taking the
man?
dumbest
Is the
man.
dumbest man smarter than the smartest woman?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you're just fucking. You're a word that I
Yeah, go
can't say
ahead
on
and kick
TikTok,
me.
big dog. Yeah, you deserve to be kicked. All right, that's just a fundamentally unserious position. Okay. What do we? What like? I don't know. I haven't even gotten like one good debate that I can even upload from this. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Why are you requesting back up? Do you have a different answer? Do you think that the smartest man or the dumbest man is smarter than the smartest woman?
Some of my answers are going to get me kicked. That's how triggered you are.
Yeah, some of your answers are going to get you kicked because if
Well,
you say that
doesn't
2
this
plus
help
2,
you though?
no, because if you say
I'm
that
so
2,
stupid and my arguments are so
I've
bad.
already
it should
demonstrated
help
how
you.
I've already demonstrated how
Okay,
stupid
so
you are,
then-
buddy. Every single
so by
conversation
kicking
we've
me-
had,
by
you've been
kicking
blown
me,
out, right?
you
But I
demonstrated
can't have a conversation. I can't critically think with somebody that thinks that 2 plus 2 equals 5, right? Like I cannot engage logically with that kind of person.
Well, if you're going to ask a stupid question, I'm going to give you a stupid answer.
It wasn't a stupid question. You gave me a stupid
is the
answer, right?
smartest
So
woman
yeah, I think you're just
smarter
gonna
than
give
the
me
dumbest
stupid.
man?
I think you're just gonna give me stupid answers to any question because you're stupid. Hey,
Yeah. So you're asking me,
Yeah.
is the smartest woman smarter than the dumbest man? It's a
Correct.
stupid question. Of course she is. But like that's not the case with Kamala
that's
Harris
so
versus
crazy.
Donald Trump.
So now I'm going to ask you, what has told you that Donald Trump is smarter than Kamala Harris?
He's succeeded in things outside of politics. Kamala has done nothing outside of politics.
You think that's a measure of intelligence?
She has sucked enough penis to get into the position that she's at and been a black woman why she became vice president. But other than that, she really hasn't done much.
So currently, when Donald Trump said, "I don't care what the studies say, acetaminophen causes autism," do you think that was a sign of intelligence?
I think he has said some dumb things. I still
So
choose
when
him
Donald
over Kamala Harris.
Trump was literally so fucking stupid that when he tried to retweet election misinformation, he accidentally
Don't
retweeted
care.
a fucking
I don't
racist
care.
video
You're gonna keep
of Barack
pointing at these
Obama. Do you think
arbitrary
that was
things.
smart?
I don't
Do you think that was smart?
I really don't care.
I'm not asking you if you care. Do you think it
What
was
did
smart
Kamala
that he
Harris
got
succeed
so
in outside
fucking?
of politics?
Do you think it was smart that Donald Trump was so fucking stupid that he accidentally reposted a racist video after election misinformation because he couldn't even watch the entire video? I'm not asking you if you care. Do you think that was smart?
I think it was funny.
Do you think it was
And I don't
smart?
care.
Because he didn't mean to post it, right? Do you think that was smart?
Who cares? No, maybe not. But who
No,
cares?
it probably wasn't smart. The reason that we care is because Donald Trump is a
so let's
fucking
put Kamala
idiot.
Harris.
The
What has
reason that
Kamala
we care,
succeeded
the
in
reason that
outside
we
of
care is because
politics?
Donald Trump is a fucking idiot. That's why
But
we
what
care.
has Kamala
That's
done
why we
outside
care.
of politics to be successful?
Donald Trump was, or Kamala
I
Harris
asked
was
you,
literally.
you can't even.
She was
you can't
literally
even,
an
you don't
attorney
even
general.
know. You
She was,
just hate
she
Donald
was
Trump so
literally
much.
a chief prosecutor.
Bro, you're gonna be like another shooter. I could just tell. Like you're so enraged. You're
sorry.
so triggered.
I'm
You
sorry.
just look
Wait,
like it. You look like
yeah?
you look like the prototype to go and shoot someplace up.
Do you feel better?
This is typical of your side. It's
Yeah?
typical of your side.
It's typical of your side to not be actually able to engage in like any sort of critical thought with anybody else, right? That's very typical of your thought.
Yeah, you're cutting me off, interrupting me,
Donald Trump
insulting
is
me.
smarter. Why is Donald Trump smarter? I don't care, right? Oh my God, it's such a good argument, RC. I'm so sorry. I'm not on your wavelength.
If I was in a public place and I saw you, I'm leaving.
If I was in a public place, I would never be caught dead like 20 miles from you.
No, because everyone else is going to be caught dead because you killed them. I don't trust people
because,
like
no,
you.
because I go to
I
school
really
and they
don't.
probably don't let you around schools anymore.
Why are you thinking about children?
I said I go to school. I'm not thinking about children.
Oh, they need to keep those kids safe from
I think
you.
it's probably some sort of projection. Is there anything else? Like, do you actually want to justify why you voted for Donald Trump other than saying,
Oh, here he goes.
is there anything beyond that that you want to talk about?
The soy
or-
was so loud you couldn't even pick it up in the mic.
I agree. It's super soy to say that I can't vote for a woman. That's super soy. I agree. Do you have
You would
anything
rather
else?
have a woman leading the country? You think a woman's capable to lead a country?
I would rather have a woman lead the country than somebody with dementia. Yeah.
Trump has them. Okay, and you voted for Biden. Did he have
Almost
dementia?
certainly. Almost certainly.
He doesn't
Do you
have
think-
dementia. Okay.
No, Joe Biden's cognitive abilities were certainly declining. Yeah, sure.
So why would you want a woman to run a country?
Because she would have done a better job than the fucking idiot that you were trying to elect.
Why?
Because Donald Trump has been an astounding failure in every
You don't even.
regard.
You can't even say anything positive about her. It's all only
Because-
negative and criticism. of Trump.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were looking for positives because she was the vice president for a great president, right? All of the legislation that Joe Biden was passing was W after W after W after W.
What did she do?
As much as you can as a vice president.
You haven't said anything she's done or that you like about her. Only accomplishments men around her have done.
I'm sorry, what does the vice president even do, RC?
She's had an entire political career. What are good things that you wanted about her?
What were her offices?
You don't, bro. This is your homework. I'm not answering I think she's a retarded bitch.
You're not answering because you don't know. And holy shit.
I don't know.
Like, after how many panels are you going to learn that you can't say words like that, buddy? It's like so easy to learn the rules. I don't know if you like just look for like the failsafe, the eject button. Like, what are we doing? What is up?
What's up? I just
Big
gotta say
John.
that dude was cooking you, and I'm about to cook you next.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. First of all, what is Kamala Harris's biggest accomplishment as DA in California? Tell me right now.
In terms of like accomplishments for a DA, I think she probably just prosecuted
what is
crime
her
successfully.
biggest- Really?
Yeah.
And how has California turned out?
What policy do you think? She doesn't have policy rights over California. She doesn't pass policy in California.
DA.
What do you think the DA does?
She was DA.
What do you think DA does?
I'm asking you the question. Why are you pivoting?
I'm asking you, what do you think the DA does? Because it's not policy.
You're pivoting. I asked you, what is her
That's not a-
biggest accomplishment
That's not a
as a
pivot. I'm
DA
asking
of
you.
California?
So insofar as you are a DA, she just prosecutes crimes, right? So I'm asking you,
brought
what
up
do you think a
policy.
DA
You brought up
does?
policy. You brought up policy.
What do you think a DA does?
I asked you the
Did you
question.
not answer?
Could you not answer my question?
I already answered your question. She
you
prosecuted
didn't.
crimes. I already answered your question. She
That's not
prosecuted
an-
crimes.
That's not an accomplishment.
Okay, so what do you think a DA does beyond that? He can't answer. Oh my god, it's so sad. Oh my god. All right, well, we'll give you a big round of applause. Oh, sorry. I can't control the
What are you
crowd. Okay,
talking-
I'm sorry. Doesn't even know. That's so pathetic. Last dude ate his soul. By saying what? I refuse to vote for a woman? Did that eat my soul? Really? Scared? Scared of what? You couldn't even answer the question of what the DA does. What's up, big dog?
Hey, did you know 41% of liberals have mental health issues?
Okay.
Did you know that?
Nope.
It's
Did you
crazy,
know that
bro.
100% of MAGA refused to justify the president that they voted for?
What do you mean justify?
Justify why they voted for Donald Trump over Kamala Harris?
Oh yeah, I could tell you why I voted for him.
Why'd you vote for him?
I like the no tax on overtime and raising the child tax credit again.
Didn't Kamala Harris
top
literally
of-
want to do both of those things?
When did she say no tax on overtime?
Kamala.
She said she wanted to raise the child tax credit, which Donald Trump already did before that. So this would be the second time.
During the 2024 presidential campaign, Kamala Harris proposed eliminating federal income taxes for tips for service and hospitality workers.
Yeah, that's no tax on tips, genius. And she stole that from Donald Trump. That was after Donald Trump said he wanted to do that, and he is doing that.
Okay, so I'm saying if you voted for Donald Trump for that, you would probably want to put
Well, I
Kamala
said no
Harris in the
tax
same
on
thing, right?
overtime, genius. I didn't say no tax on tips, did I?
Okay, I'm sorry.
But no tax on tips is also good.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on.
Thanks, Donald Trump.
Give me 1 second, buddy.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay, yeah, you're right. My bad. It was just on tips. Okay, that was my bad. Okay, I acknowledge that. Okay.
So you don't even know. So you don't even know her policies, bro.
No, I'm familiar with her policies, right?
You
So
don't.
So
What,
you
what
voted
did you
for-
like
so,
about her?
So
bro?
she wanted the child tax credit already. Okay, she wanted the child tax credit already. She wanted no tax on tips. So you just voted for Donald Trump for no tax on overtime?
Dude, she stole that from Donald Trump, bro.
I don't
Donald
care.
Trump
She wanted.
started
I
saying
don't
he
care.
wanted to-
She wanted to do it, right? You would have
Okay,
gotten that
so-
with Kamala
okay,
Harris.
so-
So I'm asking you: was the only reason that you voted for Donald
Okay,
Trump because
so-
of no tax
hold
on
on,
overtime?
hold on. Okay, so if Donald Trump would have came out with that after Kamala, you wouldn't have fucking been saying, "Oh, he got that from Kamala.
No,
He
I
got
would
that
say
from Kamala."
thank God he's backing a good policy, right? That'd be his first good policy in
Oh,
the
okay,
world. Thank God, inshallah. So my
cool.
question is the only
So,
reason
so
why you
kudos to
voted for
Trump. Hey, so kudos to
is the
Trump,
only
right?
reason why you voted for Donald Trump no tax on overtime?
Absolutely not. That's just one
Okay.
of the many.
Okay, so we have no tax on
So
overtime. What are the
wait.
reasons?
So that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you like that? So you like the no tax on tips, the no
Yeah, it's
tax on
fine.
overtime?
I think it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Great. So what about the raising the child tax credit?
Kamala Harris wanted to do
Again,
that as well, right?
but Trump
Okay, so
already
I'm
did
looking
it
for things
twice,
that are
right?
specific to Donald Trump, right? So what did Donald Trump want to do? What did Donald Trump do to win your vote?
Let's see. That's three in a row that you like, Donald Trump.
Two
Let's
of which
see what
Kamala
else.
Harris would have done as well, right? So
That she
I'm
stole,
looking for
yeah.
ones
That
that are
she stole,
specific to.
yeah.
I'm looking for ones that are specific to Donald
That
Trump,
she
right? We have
that she
no tax on
hijacked,
overtime.
yes.
We have no tax on overtime, and we have
No tax on overtime, no tax on tips. You like that one? You said it's great because Kamala stole it. What else?
I'm sorry. Do we only have the? Do we
Let's
only have
secure.
the one
How about
reason?
how about a more secure border?
In what way did Donald Trump want to secure the border?
Did he want to, or he did?
In
What
what
do you mean?
in what way did Donald Trump want to secure the border?
In what way did Donald Trump want to
Yeah,
do
like
it?
what are the policies?
What do you mean? He ran on it. He fucking ran on closing
what are the policies? Closing the border doesn't mean anything. What did he want to do?
Oh, you want to know how he did it?
I want to know what he
Oh,
wanted to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, send troops down to the border like he told Kamala in the debate, like she should have did, but she didn't because she's dumb.
Why? How does sending troops down to the border?
Well, that's
closing
funny
the
because
border?
well, hey, hold on. Well, so wait. So are you saying that's dumb to do?
I'm
Right?
saying that you have no idea of the policies of the person that
Hold
you
on,
actually
hold
wanted
on.
to support, right? Because I
Yeah,
can
I'm
tell you
telling you
how
right
he
now.
tried to
Well,
close the
I'm
border,
gonna
and
get
sure
to
as fuck
no,
wasn't
hold on.
just funding more CBP, right?
Wait, we can get to that. We can get to that, but first you got to say that.
That's the
Hey,
question
sending
that
the
I
troops
asked you
down.
initially.
Okay, well, hold on. Well, first
Uh-huh.
you got to let me know. Was that a good idea to send troops down there?
I
Or
don't
was
think
that
it was.
dumb?
I don't think it was necessary.
It wasn't necessary, but we see
No.
the lowest border crossings. What do you mean?
Do you think
According to CBP?
Do you think the only reason why encounters dipped was because there was more officers?
Yeah,
Don't you
absolutely.
think?
We secured the fuck out of that
Hold on.
border. What do you mean?
Don't you think you would see more encounters if there was more officers to encounter people?
No, what?
No.
What?
So more
Bro,
officers.
okay, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
Let
More
me make this-
people.
oh,
Wait.
no,
Wait.
no,
Wait.
no,
Wait. Hold on.
wait.
Hold on. More people at the border to encounter gotaways wouldn't increase encounters?
More security at the border equals less encounters. Is that hard to comprehend?
Yes, because an encounter is when
Okay,
a border patrol
let me
officer.
walk you through this.
Stop, because
Hold
you
on,
don't
let me walk
understand
you
what
through
these terms mean.
Wait. Hold on. Bro, I just let you talk, bro.
No,
Bro, I
you
just let
literally
you go.
didn't. You literally didn't.
Okay, go ahead. Go again.
An encounter is when a border patrol agent encounters somebody on the border. So I don't know what
and
you
what
think
happens
these.
when they don't, and what happens when they're not encountering anybody? Is that more secure border?
It depends.
Yes or no?
It depends.
Oh, it depends.
So, for example,
on what?
For example,
wait,
really
on
high.
what?
For example,
on what? What does it depend on? What does it depend on?
For example, really high encounters could potentially mean a very secure border because that means that CBP is encountering a lot of people and turning them away because
What if
border
they're just not
turnaways
coming?
are
Hey,
including
genius, what if they're just
border
genius, what if they're just not coming?
border turnaways are included in encounters, right? So I don't think that it's an accurate way to view
Okay, let's
crossings
talk
or
about
border
the gotaways.
security.
How about let's talk about gotaways? Do you know the number on that before Trump and then after Trump?
We can look it up.
So you don't know at all?
No, not off the top of my head. No.
Okay, cool. So let me
Holy
walk
shit!
you through
I don't
this.
have every number memorized. You got me.
Yeah, I know.
So I
'Cause
just
you're
want to be
dumb.
clear.
Listen,
Why is it the case? Why is it the case that like sending border security to the border would result in lower encounters? Can you explain that to me?
Good question. I'll walk you right through it because I know you're slow. Listen, if my house keeps getting broken into, right, over and over and over and over, right, and then I send a couple troops down there, and it still keeps getting broken into, right. If I send way more troops to my house, is my house going to keep getting broken into?
No, it's not going to keep getting broken into,
Got
but you
it.
would expect.
That's how I just walked. Look at. I just used perfect logic.
You would expect
through this.
Yeah, perfect
because
logic.
I know you're dumb.
The reason that you have to call it perfect logic is because nobody else who's watching agrees with you, right? So the reason
disagree with
I'm
that?
trying
How
to
do you
explain.
disagree
I'm
with
trying
that?
to explain it to you because those officers that you would put in front of your house, they would probably encounter somebody trying to break into your house. No.
Not if they. Oh my God, bro!
No?
You must be.
Is that not
You
true?
gotta be the dumbest, dude. You gotta be the dumbest.
Like, let's say somebody was breaking into your house and you station all of the nation. You station all of the National Guard in front of your house. You think that the National Guard would encounter somebody trying to break into your house or no?
Just his rhetoric alone that he's gonna close the border stopped encounters. What do you
Okay,
mean?
so you're saying just his rhetoric alone. So you agree that none of his policies even decrease the encounters. Then
He
right?
didn't need a policy. He didn't need an actual piece of legislation, did he?
Okay, so that's
It
cool.
worked,
so
right?
the reason that
Hold
we
on, hold on,
voted,
hold on.
so the
Wait,
reason
wait,
that we
wait. It
voted for
worked with
Donald
no
Trump. That's
legislation.
great. That's
Wait,
great.
hold on,
I'm
hold
glad
on.
we agree. I'm
Wait,
glad
wait,
we
wait.
agree.
It
So
worked
the
with-
reason
it
that
worked
we're
with no
supporting Donald
piece of
Trump. Let's reset
legislation,
it. Let's
right?
reset it. The reason that we're voting for Donald Trump is because he has a policy of no tax on overtime. What's the other policy?
No tax on tips. You like
Kamala
raising
Harris
child
shares.
tax credit. Hold on.
Kamala
You
Harris
like,
shares. Yeah, Kamala Harris
we
shares
closed
those two.
Border security.
Border
do you
security,
like that?
that's not a policy. You explicitly said that he doesn't need policy. You literally just said he doesn't have policy, right? So the only policy is no tax on overtime, right?
Hold on.
This is so
you're
embarrassing.
saying, bro, are you gonna shut up? Listen, are you saying the only way to support your president is to support his policies and that's it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that policy is an incredibly big part of the presidency.
No. That's great.
I asked
That's
you
not my
what
question,
policy you
That's not
supported.
my question, though.
Well, my initial question was,
Oh
what
my
policy
God,
do you
bro.
support from Donald Trump? And then you didn't give any policies. I asked,
my
what
God,
policy do
bro.
you support from Donald Trump? And then you said securing the border with no
Christ,
policy.
bro.
A policy that Kamala Harris
Yeah,
supports,
I
a policy that Kamala
like-
Harris supports,
Yeah, I
and
like
no
that.
tax on
I
overtime.
like-
So when I asked
Wait,
you,
so
if the only
hold on,
reason
hold on,
why,
wait.
when I asked you if the only reason why you supported Donald
God,
Trump
bro.
policy wise
You
was
are
no
a
tax on
lunatic, bro.
overtime, you
You
said
are a
no.
fucking
Why?
lunatic, bro.
Also, is there any reason why you keep talking over whatever I talk, other than like you're just
Because you're
hoping and
not
praying
saying
that
nothing.
nobody could ever hear me?
Bro, you won't even let me talk, bro. Why? Okay, let's say before Donald Trump came into office, I said, "Hey, I want the border more secure." Are you going to sit here and tell me?
Are those the magic words?
Hold on. Are you sitting here and telling me, "Hey, well, there has to be policy in order for you to even support that border being closed"? Or can I just say, well, I don't give a fuck if there's a piece of policy. I just want the border closed.
So
So
no,
you're telling
can't
me
say
that. So you're telling. Wait.
The
So you're
reason
telling
that you
me
can't
the
say
only way
that,
to support
you asked me a
that is
question.
support.
You asked
Hold
me a
on.
question. You asked me a question.
Yeah,
I'm going
go
to
ahead.
respond to the question that you asked me. So
Go ahead.
I think it is hilarious, the idea that you would vote in this fucking 80-year-old decaying loser because he said like the magic words "secure border," and that's like basically all, right?
And then
like,
the border got
that's,
secure.
It's just such
And
it's
then the
so
border got secure?
ridiculous.
Fuck yeah.
It's so
Wait,
ridiculous. You
wait.
understand? But by the way,
Hold on,
you
hold on.
understand that encounters are already trending
If my
downward, right? You
president-
understand that?
wait. If I wanted a secure border and my president could just say, "I'm going to secure the border," and then the border's more secure, why wouldn't that be a W for me? I don't understand.
Because you don't even understand why the encounters are low. So I'm going to explain it to you because I'm such a
now
nice
we want to
person.
go into why. Now let's move the goalposts.
So here's the
Let's
whole
move
problem,
the
right?
goalposts and go into why. Why now? Let's deflect it and go into why.
Holy fuck, that's not a goalpost shift.
Let's go into why,
just wanna be
guys.
clear.
Let's go into why now. Let's shift the whole conversation into why.
I understand
the
it.
border.
I understand it's
Go
the
ahead,
conservatives'
bro.
purview to never investigate why something happens. They always just wave a
Kamala
magic wand and
Kamala
pretend
failed
like it's
at
that
that
simple,
too.
right?
Kamala
So
failed at that
let's
too,
talk
yeah.
about it, right? So the reason that encounters are so low is because nobody wants to come to America right now. It's because lawyers are
We're full at max
We're
anyways.
not
It needs to
fulling.
be shut down.
We are not full.
How many illegals came in during last 4 years?
It's incredibly hard to tell. It's incredibly hard to tell.
Oh, what about encounters? Do you know encounters?
Encounter numbers are pretty high. Why are we using encounter numbers? Wait, hold on. Do you acknowledge that encounter numbers include turnaways? Do you acknowledge that encounter numbers include turnaways?
Sure. Can we go off of encounters?
Okay, so why the fuck would we use encounters to tell the amount of people?
Hold on, answer my question.
We cannot
Can we
go by
off of encounters?
No, we can't. And
what
the
about
reason that
gotaways?
we cannot,
What about
the reason that we cannot is because
How
I don't
about
know why
gotaways?
we would ever use encounters which include turning people away to measure the amount of people who came into the country.
Some of those encounters can potentially be crossings, illegal crossings.
Yeah, so but a lot of them can't. So
Let's
why
go
would
off
we
of
go based
gotaways.
off of encounters?
Can we go off of gotaways? How about that?
The reason that I'm hesitant to go off, I think gotaways is a better number to go off.
You don't want to
but
go.
gotaways are estimates, right? Gotaways are estimates.
Okay, so
That's why I said it's hard to tell because gotaways are estimates.
Okay, so we can go off of gotaways then.
Yeah,
right?
generally, but we have to acknowledge that these are estimates.
Cool. So
yeah,
then
sure.
let's go. Okay, cool. Then let's go off of gotaways.
Mm-hmm.
Look up those numbers.
I don't. Can
you
you explain the
do
relevance
that?
to me? Can you explain the relevance?
Hey guys, what's the relevance to gotaways when we're talking about border crossings? What's the relevance to that?
Yeah, when I said that the reason that nobody's coming here,
bro.
when I said the reason that nobody's coming here,
do you
when I
have
said
any idea what you're talking about?
We're just talking over me. I just don't understand. Why is it that like the only conservatives I could talk to are like fucking 3 years old? They have like no self-regulation. It's embarrassing. Jesus Christ. Rona, this guy is straight rage baiting. Chill. True. My bad. This guy has no clue what the fuck he's talking about. Just to be clear, I would love so much to engage in some. The only reason I let that person come up here is because I want to have a substantive conversation. That person cannot, right? I kept trying to explain to you why less people want to come to the country. We're just not engaging with anything. It's like so pathetic that like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can't read. Does my prompt say Donald Trump supporters, please come up here and scream at me because I'm bored? Like, he was calm, you are not. If you think that he was calm, then you're genuinely delusional. Well, you move the goalpost every 2 seconds. You think moving the goalpost is asking why a thing happened. That guy cooked you? Cooked me on what? How can I even be cooked? I think I can ontologically not be cooked by the amount of like sentences I was even able to say in that conversation. You have to learn how to debate civilly. That was, if genuinely you just have you have brain worms if you think that had any potential to be a civil conversation. I've had real civil conversations with people on my channel before. It's just a matter of how respectful we want to be in those kind of conversations. Let me join. Second big dog. What's up, buddy?
Free bananas.
Good one. This is the level of engagement we have. To be fair, I came in like a minute and a half ago. Sure. So the reason that conversation went such down a hit or so quickly down a hill is because this person's strategy was claim, 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 claim. He wouldn't give me an opportunity to reply to any of those claims. The initial question I asked him is, what policy do you support from Donald Trump? And he named 3 policies, 2 of which were supported by Kamala Harris. So that doesn't justify you voting for Donald Trump. And one of which, the whole point is that is incredibly innocuous, right? Like, you could say that, oh, I support Donald Trump because he supported raising the marginal tax bracket of the highest tax, or the marginal tax percentage of the highest bracket 1% instead of 1.5%. Really? like is that really the thing that dictated your vote? That's the kind of reason why, the thing I wanted to run down. But the problem is that he just kept saying bam, 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 bam. I couldn't respond to any of the statements because of it's, what do you call a Mott and Bailey, right? Or not a Mott and Bailey, a Gish Gallop. There's just like nothing that I can do in order to make that a savable conversation. No sound detected. True. Yeah, I don't know why I genuinely can't tell why conversations are so bad right now. What up, go? I'm getting beaten down. Bro, you can't even articulate the thought, but you're gonna debate? What thought do you think I didn't articulate? Bots in chat working overtime? You know, it is what it is. Because what, MAGA can defend the right now? Like, there's no. By the way, I am getting rage baited, and it sucks. It sucks because the strategy now apparently is just to come up and scream. Like, that's kind of the only thing. How have the debates been, yo? It's been genuinely the worst thing in the world. Liberals need to repent. True. Yeah, the debates have been the worst thing in the world. Like, genuinely, the first half of the conversation was just me memeing and spamming the soundboard over people for talking over me. The second one is me trying to just breeze past the talkovers, but it's impossible, right? Like, I don't understand. Like, the problem is that I don't like muting people. I don't mute people because I feel like it's just a super toxic thing that a lot of the TikTok panelists do. The problem is that these people generally have like lost so much decorum because I like, if you interrupt me because I'm on like the wrong path or whatever, that just kind of is what it is. This person would, like, I think, genuinely talk 90% of the time that he was up here. Like, we just cannot have conversations like that. Let me back up, bro. I think I would genuinely rather kill myself, but that's okay. Okay. We'll do one more restart. You have to stop meowing. It is the most annoying thing in the world, Prada. Oh, so you're a child that only wants yourself to be heard. I just don't want to be talked over. What are we doing? Are you going to repent? I am mid-repent right now. I'm repent maxing. Did you mute to let the thoughts in your head speak clearly? I didn't mute anybody. You were debating and moderating at the same time. This is true. Debate his dog. Okay. He says debate, but he just wanted debate. True. So true. This is hilarious. These 20-somethings that got programmed by the government institutions. Better than being programmed by nothing at all, by the way. Hawkeye spaced. Eltrum. Like, that's like 90% of the way to be based. Don't want to be talked over. Maybe review the constitution of the country that you live in. I promise you I've read more about the constitution than you have. I just promise you. I could not promise with more of my being that I have read more of the constitution than you have. My God, answer my question. Could you go to another country without a passport? No, I don't think so. Unless you were an asylum seeker. So theoretically, I guess you could. W Trump, L Trump, honestly, L Trump. No, guys, L Trump. How is ICE stopping random people unconstitutional, but cops stopping Americans in routine traffic stops isn't? Because there's a standard of evidence that needs to be met in both, right? You need probable cause to make a stop. The problem is that ICE literally admits that they're not using probable cause. So that's the chief difference. Big John is back. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna lock in this time?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I got my stats though.
I'm ready for your stats.
41%. Yeah, 41% of liberals have a mental illness. Did you know that?
I feel like you already said that, big dog.
I know. Did you know that though?
Nope.
It's pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah, so sad. Crying right now.
LGBTQs are all,
crying
liberals.
right now. Crying right now.
I know. You're crying inside.
Is it kind of sad that we're like bootlicking so hard for the government right now that we have to like do these like weird personal attacks instead of actually talking about policy? I think that's a little sadder, honestly.
I think 41% of mental illness is just as bad. You look like a school shooter, by the way, too.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Yes, you do.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. You're right. I have to engage with that incredibly deep policy conversation. I'm so sorry. I got so owned. I'm so owned. Incredibly high level arguments right here. True. You gotta start muting people, bro. It's corrosive. I can't.
Yo, I tried to put heads on to Joe Bartolozzi as a philosopher, and I don't think he really messed with it. So I saw you were live, and I was like, I wonder if Renyold would be put on to Joe Bartolozzi.
Joe Bartolozzi's all right. I don't know a whole ton about his philosophy stuff, but I think he's like relatively funny.
Oh yeah, I think you would like him. He's I think he's like agnostic or atheist. He's like really good. He's like really like really. I think he's like one of.
Is he a
utilitarian?
utilitarian? One of the
what?
Is he a utilitarian?
No idea. No clue.
Oh.
I don't know. He's also kind of liberal though, but I still love him because he's the
I love liberals.
I don't love all liberals. Can't lie. I don't like leftists. They kind of make me upset.
I hate leftists. There's a leftist in my request right now.
Especially when they tell me that they want to like unalive me. I don't like that.
True.
But Rennie, you have a good night, bro.
I love you, buddy. Just for all the people with TDS in my YouTube chat. Do we wanna shit on a communist? Is this what we want to do? How's it going?
Hi, I'm fine. So you called yourself a liberal?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have BLM in your bio and you have the American flag behind you. You do represent how many people were like enslaved by the United States?
I understand people were enslaved by the United States. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How this country is literally built off stolen land from the indigenous. You know, the trail.
Yeah, as is like the entire world. Yeah.
No, not the entire world.
Basically, the entire world. Yeah. Do you have any like principled opposition to liberalism, or?
Yeah, you're perpetuating capitalism, which is exploiting the global South.
Okay.
Right, so, currently, right, like in the Congo, in Palestine.
How would you reform it?
By giving the working class the means of production.
How would that do that?
By changing our model into a Marxist-Leninist state.
We understand that the Marxist-Leninists were also like imperialists. We understand that, right?
No, they were for the liberation of the working class and were anti-colonial.
No?
Yes.
Marxist-Leninists were not imperialists?
Well, communism can't be imperialist because it gives the workers their own rights and their own means, right? It takes away the national identity, which is ultimately oppressive towards other groups, and
gotcha. Okay.
brings globalization, right? So Make sure that everybody can have.
So the problem is that when America imperialized places, it did so on the grounds of like spreading liberal democracy. But when the USSR imperialized places to do so to spread communism, that's not imperialist.
Well, communism can't be imperialist because it gives the workers their own rights and their own authority.
What do you think the contradiction is there?
There is no contradiction. What are you talking about? You're literally a liberal. You claim to care about women, and then
I'm asking, what do you think the contradiction is between imperialism and communism? I'm the leader of BLM. Yeah, I care greatly about black people.
No, you don't. Capitalism is like exploiting the global South and black people.
I'm asking you. Why do you? I love black people. I'm asking you, what is why do you believe that why do you believe it's the case that communists can't be imperialists? What's the contradiction there?
Because the working class have the means of production, right? That means that the state
I understand you're saying that, yeah.
That means the state is controlled by the working class, okay? That means that the people that are imperialized are a part of the working class and a global society, right? It takes away national identity.
Can you define imperialism for me?
Imperialism is theft of land and resources.
Okay, so how is it the case that the USSR invading, let's say Poland, for example, stealing the land and then taking the resources and centralizing it through state ownership? How is that not imperialism in that case?
Because the Polish people still had access to those same resources. Like, are you kidding? You're joking, right?
Do you think that the countries that we trade with don't get anything back from that relationship?
Poland got most of it back from the relationship, right? With U.S. imperialism is literally just exploiting the Congo and Palestine for their resources, right? You don't care about people of color that are being exploited in the Congo right now because you're a
I'm
white
sorry,
supremacist.
you're talking to the leader of BLM. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Oh, the leader of BLM, which just happens to be a white man.
Yep.
A white
Wait,
cis
whoa,
man.
whoa. How do you know I'm a man?
Oh, don't start that with me. Don't start that with me because
Well,
you know what you're doing.
just asking, why are you assuming that I'm a cis man?
Because you are a cis man, right? You're a
why
liberal.
are you assuming that?
Are you not? Because you literally are.
You don't know. That seems a little bigoted, right? To assume that?
It's not bigoted.
I'm sorry, does my lighting imply that I'm a cis man?
The lighting has nothing to do with it, right? You're implying that you're a cis man with your masculine liberal views.
What is it about me that told you that I was a cis man?
You just are.
Be careful. Oh no. You're like not woking right. You're not woking right. You're not woking right. What is it about me that told you that I'm a cis man?
Look, you're not even recognizing my point that people in the Congo are being exploited by white liberals like yourself.
Holy transphobe. Lock in. Is this another commie? What's up?
I'm not a communist, no.
Let's go. Okay, what's up?
Can I address a meta thing about your platform before we talk about any topics? Or no?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I mean this with all due respect, but I'm super curious.
Of course.
Are you? Is this intentional? It feels like you're a Destiny skinwalker. Is this an intentional part of your stream that you're trying to copy paste it?
I am not intentionally a Destiny skinwalker. That is not the case. The reason that I think it's perceived that I am a Destiny skinwalker is because I'm a fairly strong liberal. I talk fairly fast and I do a lot of reading. I think that's the main reason why people perceive me as a Destiny skinwalker, but I do not take myself to be a Destiny skinwalker. I would like a semantic reduction as to what makes a Destiny skinwalker.
I think that, first of all, I like Destiny for those reasons. He's good at that, and I assume you're good at that too. I just watched you debate the Trump supporter and the commie. But it's everything about what you're doing. It's like the mannerisms, the pattern of speech. Hold on, wait. Hold on, let me answer your fucking question.
Wait, you're gonna call me a Destiny skinwalker and then do the wait. Hold on, okay? I'm a Pisco skinwalker, by the way. I'm a Pisco skinwalker. Let's lock in.
Are you gonna let me finish, or
no?
Is calling you out on this going to derail? Like, do you want me to just talk about topics, or do you?
I'm a Pisco skinwalker.
You're not a Pisco skinwalker. You're doing the thing where you even rest your head on your hand in the way he does and move the everything you're doing is
Did Destiny invent resting his head on the hand?
He didn't, but I'm saying you're doing it in a way that he does it, and then you do your hand movements in the way he does it. I'm saying you're obviously familiar with. Hold on, wait. You're obviously familiar with this platform, right? Because you just said that you're a follower of him.
No, I don't know who Destiny is.
Okay. So you're even doing the thing he does when he's cornered in a situation where you just start pivoting to irony. We don't have to keep talking about this part. We could pivot to a topic, but you said I could address a meta.
You're good.
Who's Destiny? I've never heard of that guy.
Good one.
No, I don't know. I don't know how you want me to respond to this. Obviously, I don't agree that I share all of the mannerisms with Destiny. If you think I do, then you think I do. I don't know how you want me to respond with it.
I think you're copying him.
Okay.
And I'm wondering why you're doing that.
I don't think I'm copying him. I don't perceive myself to be copying him. I perceive myself to be defending liberalism and doing a lot of research.
Which is good. That's good. I'm glad that you're doing that. But I wish that you would create your own identity in this space.
I feel like I've done so.
Well, you have, but your identity is a copy paste of someone that you probably look up to who is a big defender of the things that you defend. You think he does it very well. And so instead of just copying his arguments, you decide to copy all of his mannerisms.
I appreciate that we share a policy platform, but no, I don't think that I copy Destiny. I don't think that that's my personality.
Do you agree that a lot of what you're doing is very consistent with things that he does on his stream every day? Not just debating. I'm talking specifically the way he acts, behaves, speaks, and displays himself.
No, not really.
Okay. Have you ever watched his streams?
I've watched a couple, yeah.
What does that mean? What is a couple?
I don't know. I watched him in 2020. I grew up watching Vosh. I moved to Destiny. I probably moved off. I took a really big break on politics from like 2021 to 2022, and then I came back watching Peace Go. So that's my semantic reduction of all of the content creators that I watch.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We don't have to keep talking about it. I just wanted to like. I feel like this is makes me a little sad to see like someone who's as talented as you at debate who's just isn't like to me. I know you disagree, but it seems to me like instead of carving out your own unique identity in this space with the talents that you have, using and equipping yourself with the best arguments, you're also equipping yourself with the personality of someone who it has its own space and already occupies like.
I mean, I can tell you this. I don't agree with the way that Destiny approaches a lot of shit too. Right, like I don't see myself to be just like a Destiny copier, unless you think that like doing like the kind of blood sports debate stuff from a liberal perspective is necessarily a Destiny copier. I don't take that to be the case.
No, and you don't even think I think that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you debating and doing blood sports is you pretending to be like him. I'm saying your actions, the way you're speaking, and the way you're displaying your stream, and the way you do
There's nothing I can do to stop that perception from you.
Well, you could carve out your own identity and establish your own set of ways of doing things.
Well, how am I going to carve out my own identity if I don't believe that I share the identity with somebody else?
Well, sure, yeah, exactly. We disagree on what you're doing, so that's why I actually don't think we disagree. I think you feel called out right now, and so you're not going to agree with me on this. But
I don't feel called out at all.
Sure, I know you have to say that, but to the part of you that I think acknowledges what I'm saying, I hope that you feel eventually empowered to create your own identity uniquely from Destiny, and so that you could, because you're very fucking talented at what you're doing, and I think you would be even more talented if you found a safe way to portray who you are instead of who he is. Now I know you disagree with all this, but I'm talking to the version of you that I think hears me right now. Okay. I wanted to ask your take on affirmative action, because I think this is the one thing that I disagree with the mainstream liberal view on, which seems to be that affirmative action is good in terms of the college education system. It's a good thing that it was a bad thing that it was overturned by the Supreme Court. Do you disagree or agree with that?
I hate to be a buzzkill. I don't really disagree. I think affirmative action is probably not that great of a policy.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, fuck. Well,
unless you're a white woman, baby.
Sorry.
Okay. What about... Okay, you could go bring up a Trump supporter then if you want to talk to someone who probably disagrees with you more, but I noticed something and I wanted to bring it to your attention. I think you already know about it. You disagree with me, but
definitely heard a lot about it, yeah.
Sure, yeah. I know you're going to obviously deflect, but I think it's important that
I don't think it's a deflection. I just don't think I could engage with it.
I know, but yeah, you're saying you can't engage with it because you have to keep up this facade that you think you're doing your own thing, but we both know you're not.
Is there any way that I could engage with this that doesn't just agree with what you're saying?
You're engaging with it just fine. I'm just saying that I
don't feel like you're satisfied with the manner in which I am engaging with it.
No, I'm not satisfied because I think you're doing a disservice to yourself instead of carving out your own space.
Is there any world where I could disagree with you in a substantive way that you wouldn't feel disappointed in? Also, to all the people saying move on, there's nobody else in the request, so there's nothing I can do.
Sure, yeah, they're saying move on because they I think anyone who's watched Destiny knows this too, but they like Destiny, and so they're obviously going to like you. But
I don't. By the way, I think when I went on Destiny's stream, I don't even think his stream liked me. But
I didn't know you went on his stream, but
yeah, I called in when he was doing that one thing with Wick. Yeah,
when he was doing that one, he's done a lot of panels with Wick, I think, right? It
was like one of the open call things.
Randy, how dare you talk and have a similar political view to a white guy from the Midwest?
Whoa. Can you explain to me what my position is? We were just talked. Why am I bringing this up to him?
Yeah, sure. So I think what you said almost exactly was that you think that he's very talented in what he does, but you're a little upset because you think that he has a lot of the same mannerisms and the same kinds of things that Destiny does, and you wish that he would kind of carve out his own brand with his own kind of personality.
Correct. Yeah. So
if you're talking about tracking issues, I'm not the guy.
But okay, no, that's what I'm trying to do is I know you understood what my point was, and then what you just did is try to straw man and be like, how dare you have the same vaguely similar approach to debate and Discord? That's obviously not what I was criticizing him for, you idiot. You obviously knew that.
The problem is that I don't think I approach debates in nearly the same way as Destiny does. I think I probably move like him because I have like ADHD and I'm a white guy, right? I think I share a lot of opinions with him because I am a liberal. But I can almost promise you that that previous conversation that just happened between me and that Trump supporter would not have gone the same way if that guy called into Destiny. I can promise you
Sure,
that
maybe
1 million
not.
billion percent.
Maybe not. That's okay. But I was talking to the guy who just spoke up. Does he want to respond to what I just said, or is he just here to have like to be smug and to give jabs when he knows what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm the comedic relief. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, like, so, like, here's the thing. So the problem that I have with this is that I get this fucking criticism all the time. Oh my god, you're just a Destiny wannabe. You're just like Destiny. You're just like Destiny. Problem is, like, sure, if you consume a lot of content, and I will say I consume a lot more DGG content than Rinnycast does. Okay, I've been watching this dude's YouTube for like fucking 10 years at this point. Okay, but like, the problem is, like, I've always been a super fucking ADHD, very loud, very fast talking person. So like you saying, "Oh, you're like Destiny, like you're doing these things and your mannerisms and all this kind of thing." And I know that you're not directing them towards me, but I get the same kinds of, criticisms or whatever. But like,
You're
I
not
don't know, man. I don't
responding
know
to
what to
what I'm
tell you.
saying.
This is just the kind of person that I am. I'm not like intentionally copying anything. I think Renel's probably the same way.
You're changing the subject. I
Didn't change the subject at all. I almost actually directly
No,
answered
you
every
didn't.
single thing
You
that you said.
didn't. You just went off into a whole spiel about how you relate to what I'm saying about him because you feel like you're attacked in a similar way. That's not what I just called you out
That's not
for.
even.
Listen, hold on. Let me say. Can I
It's
finish
funny
what I'm
that you
saying?
wanted to accuse
Can I
me
finish
of
what I'm
having
saying?
a.
Or you? I know you're
Well, no,
freaking
because
out.
you're gonna go out.
Can you finish what I'm
sorry.
saying or no? Can I? If the answer is no, let me know, and I'll know now that the way this conversation is set up
I'll
is
let
that
you
you
word
get to
vomit for a
interrupt
little
me.
bit longer. That's fine. You can word vomit for a little bit longer. I'll even mute up for you.
No, I'm not done talking to you. If you don't want to talk, you can say I'm done, and then I'll stop talking
No,
to you.
I'm still
But
talking. I'm just gonna mute up
okay,
while you
cool.
talk.
Yeah, thank you. Here's what I actually just said, and what you didn't respond to. You just decided to butt into what I was talking to him about, and you decided to say, "Hey, how dare you?" You started to basically mock me and say, "Yeah, you speak vaguely like the guy who, like Destiny, blah blah." You did a straw man of what I'm here talking to him about, and then when I said, you know what I'm talking about, so why did you just do that? You started pivoting to, oh, well, I just think the criticism is bad. Why didn't you say that originally? Why didn't you just say that? Why did you have to butt in and act like what I was saying was that he is vaguely similar? He obviously has similarities to Destiny in ways that are a little bit more nuanced than just he vaguely represents some like political opinions and debate strategy as Destiny.
I'm sorry. Wait, did I ever say debate strategy or political opinions at all when I was talking about like movements and like subtle things that I do, like talking fast or things like Renil does?
No, but that's
talk
what you
fast,
did
certain
when
things.
but that's what you did when I'm calling him out. You decided to
Mhm.
boil that down to something more vague than what it actually was. I'm talking about very specifically for him. It's not the debate strategy, the topic, or anything like that. It is his movements, his speech, the way he I'm not even kidding. This sounds insane, but the way he's actually resting like on his arm in the way exactly like Destiny does. It is all emblematic of Destiny's, like the way he presents
Sorry,
himself.
I will learn. I'm sorry, I'll learn to not rest my head on my arm like I am right now because
that's a straw man.
The new
That's
pro-
one.
it's- no,
I'm
it's
not
the-
saying
it's-
you can't ever rest your arm on it. I'm
I
saying
can't
that this
change
is
all
one
of my
part of it.
mannerisms. I can't do it.
You don't have to. I'm saying
You
that
said you
all
hope
of
I
this is
do.
I'm saying that all of these things, not every one of these things. I'm saying all of these things together, I think, is a coordinate effort by you to present yourself in a way that is emblematic of who you think is like the idol of the Liberal Party or something. Someone who
Wait,
you
is it
will probably.
coordinated or is it just by chance now?
I
You
think
said
he's
both.
doing it intentionally.
I think
Oh,
you're
shit.
schizophrenic. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
is
you
Destiny?
want me
Ellen,
to
I'm sorry.
say.
Is Destiny in the room with you right now? Holy fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
well, he's trying to be. He's in the
Yeah,
room right.
he
Yeah,
is.
this guy on.
Shit.
Yeah, the guy on the screen right
Dude,
now.
it's
He's
worse than we
trying to be
thought, dude.
Destiny. He's trying
Oh
to be.
god. Okay,
I
we
know.
have to start calling your streams
So I
RGG
just
now.
want I need to do the meta conversation. Like when you came up here to tell me that you think I'm subconsciously on purpose being Destiny with all of my mannerisms.
I didn't say. Hold on. Did I say subconsciously? Wait, when did I say subconsciously?
You did say
What utility?
No,
what
I didn't.
utility?
I said
what
he's doing it
utility?
intentionally.
What utility do you think you were gaining out of having that conversation with me?
The utility is that I think that you're very fucking talented at this, and you shouldn't have to try to pretend to be someone else to do it. I think your platform would be much better. This is just a critique of your platform. If you disagree, you don't want the criticism, then we don't have to have the conversation. I can leave and you can go to the next person. But I'm telling you, as a viewer and as someone who cares about liberalism and cares about online commentary, that you copying, or because I believe you're intentionally doing it, you copying Destiny and just being a clone or a slightly less like popular version of him, I don't think is good for you or for like the mainstream liberal like platforms. I think it's good to carve out your own identity, be your own person, so that if you grow, you're not growing into something that isn't you. That's all I'm saying.
So that's what I'm asking. Like, what do you think I would? Let's say there's a world where I am not doing this on purpose, right? Okay, I am not being Destiny on purpose. What would I need to say to you that would prove that to you?
I'm not saying you have to prove it. You don't have to prove that to me. If you think this is all just, again, if you guys want to write me off as schizophrenic, you can. I do think that you understand. There's like a part of you that understands what I'm saying, and I hope that resonates. I probably won't, because I think there's a reason you're doing this that goes beyond. I know, yeah. I think there's a reason you're doing this that goes beyond just like I think there's like a more psychological reason you're doing this. But regardless, I think that yeah, it would be good to become your own person and to not pretend to be the person that you think is the best at this, because I think you're really good at it. So if there's someone else, by the way, if there's someone else in the queue at any point, you can say fuck off and I'll leave. But I'm telling you this as a viewer and someone who I think I like your content, and I want you to I don't want you to just be a copy of somebody.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay, awesome. Take care, buddy.
Love you.
You got the buddy thing from Destiny, by the way.
I did get the buddy thing from Destiny. That is true.
No, I'm saying he did. I'm saying that dude said, "Take care, buddy." He said it immediately.
I also got the buddy from Destiny. I just
want to say,
every once in a while when I look into a camera and I just jitter my jaw a little bit.
Yeah, right. Me when I go to Sweden and accidentally take amphetamines. But no, like the other thing is like, I know this doesn't matter, and this is like, what do you call it? Just kind of anecdotal. But like, I have talked to Rinyald in private a few times. Okay, not a lot. We're not like best friends or anything, but we've talked a few times. It's like literally exactly the same thing. Okay, like this is not.
Thank you.
This is not like we're not playing it up for the camera or anything. So.